It's Jeff.
I cover all bases, man. I click through rate, baby, CTR, algorithm, all that crap.
We need to make a new one for this season with that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What up, y'all?
We're gonna work on that. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Most Notorious podcast with you, myself, 401 Raider Jeff, Raider Will from Silver and Black Podcast, Chidolinus, and next to him, Mr. LV Raider Tech.
Well, look who decided to grace us with his
like
present.
boom,
He snuck in just as the music
What happened at
started.
7:30?
What are you talking about? 7:30.
He
We
heard
did at
hey,
7:30 last week.
That was a special deal because we were running. It was last minute. I had to put the studio together. I said, "Well, it's all
This
right,
fool
fine,
was
we'll
playing
play."
gin rummy with his family. Remember?
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, me?
That's why.
Yeah,
I
you were
got
playing
interrupted
like games
playing
with your
family
family.
game
and
night
stuff.
that night.
Yeah, remember that's what it was. He was playing like
Yeah.
fucking Monopoly and Uno and
So
shit.
anyway, folks, we got a good show for you tonight. Yeah, we got a good show for you tonight. We've got a special guest with us tonight. His name is Josh. He is from an organization called Raider Dad.
Rated Dad.
We're going to bring him on in a second, but we're not going to be asking him all these questions about what's Raider Dad and you know how much money they've raised and how many tickets and all that. We're going to kind of get a little bit into a little bit different aspect of this. We've only got him for a short time, so we got to kind of make this kind of quick with him.
Yeah, we can go over the stuff
Some
afterwards.
events coming up for the home opener. So without further ado, I'm going to bring him in here, and here's Josh. Got to figure out how to get all of us in here now.
Make
We got
There
a
we go.
tight squeeze.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, I forget to change the setting for it. So I'm gonna put Josh up here. So Josh, what's up, brother? How you doing?
How's it going, everyone? Thanks
Good,
for having
good.
me on.
Hey, thank you for coming on, bro. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
man.
on. I don't think too many Raider fans realize all the stuff you do and the stuff you put out there for the kids, especially with the Vegas movie. Man. So I just wanted to give you a
100%.
chance to share that with everybody.
This
Yeah,
man puts in some work.
Definitely trying to connect with more people. You know, obviously we all see each other at games and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's good to jump on different shows, go to different events. So it's just hard to manage everything because everyone
Oh.
tries to do it all the same at the same time. So
Yeah. So I know you and I talked earlier today, just trying to get an idea on what you wanted to discuss and everything, and we're gonna cover the event for sure. But my question for you is, with all these kids involved with what you do, just explain what it means to you as far as like the whole taking to kids to their first Raiders game, because that's the whole idea behind this whole thing.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas, he said.
well, I mean, we've been doing this will be season 5, but I always go back to like the beginning, right? Because in the beginning there wasn't a lot of opportunities for kids because we're talking about the financial responsibility to attending a game back then. You guys remember what the tickets were back then?
Oh yeah, there were a lot more back then.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it was about developing a fan base because when you just move a team, obviously the Raiders have fans all over the country, but when it's something new and then there's limited opportunities, you can't just expect kids, especially kids, to be fans, right? They're paying attention to everybody that's winning, and
yeah.
we can say that
For
we
real.
aren't winning right now. So, like that, it was something that there was a lot of different, I guess, like aspects of what we were trying to do. And like for me, it kind of connected with my own family because I became a season ticket holder. I like going to games. My thing, like, I'm not a big partier or anything. So like the tailgate aspect of it, that's what I liked. Bringing kids around. And then, like a lot of maybe I know Leo for sure is stop by. It's a way for fans to come by, support, say what's up. if you want to support, you can support. But I think a lot of people just gravitate to it because of their own fandom, and everybody has their own situation. Like maybe you didn't have the means to go to a games, or you're that family that's how you connected with your family. And it's not just so much the team, the Raiders, but the game of football, right? People all over the country watch football, but obviously there's a lot of people that do similar things or try to do the same thing of Raider Dad, but there's just something different about Raider Nation and the way, there's so many groups out here and everyone does a great job doing their own thing. But it's very special for game experiences because you can sit at home and you can become a fan, but that experience, that core memory, like a lot of people talk about their first game. So, I just enjoy doing this for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So now that Nate lives in Las Vegas, can he qualify to be one of those kids that can get a free ticket?
Damn.
Because there is a height requirement, right? So I mean, he might fall into that.
Anyone's allowed to nominate, so I'll just leave it at that. But
oh my gosh!
Sorry, Nate, I had to do it. That's what you get for being late. So let me ask you this, because I know it's all about the creating a memory for this kid, like you just said. It's that first experience going to a game. Do you ever find yourself just watching the kids' reactions sometimes more than what's going on inside the stadium, whether it be the game or whoever's singing or whatever? I mean, do you find yourself kind of watching the reaction on these kids for the first time when they get in there?
so I don't exactly get to see all the reactions, but sometimes you do get to see it, or like you'll have a parent reach out and hey, even if it's just a text, like what it meant to them, and you're like, okay, like all this that you're doing, it's worth it, right? Because there's a lot that people don't realize. People think I'm just hanging out at games and like just like there's no setup, there's no finding kids, there's no fundraising, like tickets are falling from the sky, these necklaces, getting food caters, because like that's the hardest thing, like getting people to believe in the mission. Like I can get you guys to understand it and it can hit home, but to get businesses like to donate to it or get a Raiders player to want to support it, like that doesn't just happen overnight. And I'm fortunate to have so many people support this in so many ways. But I think the best example is I run into kids throughout the community, and like because I actually bartend, so I ran into a kid before and he didn't recognize me at first, and then it like clicked for him and he's like, oh shit, like you're the guy that took me to a Raiders game. So like things like that's the kind of cool thing about it. But really, I don't know, I try to stay connected with a lot of these kids, but a lot of these kids you may never see again. And it's not really about that, because just I've always said this, think about this. So I've been doing this will be season 5. Think about this 10 or 20 years from now, like we're already at 610 games before this season starts.
Wow.
How many, we're talking about thousands and thousands of kids someday going around talking about their first game, whoever they shared it with. Like that's what's cool about it, at least to me. Like I don't know, so this isn't for fame, this isn't for people like making friends. Like later down the road, like I was gonna go to games no matter what with my kids. Obviously, I get to do a lot of fun things and help a lot of people, but it's just cool to be able to do these experiences, and I enjoy doing it. So that's kind of what drives me, throughout this.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it is definitely. I did post a link in there for his organization. They do accept donations, whether it be monetary donations or if somehow you come across tickets. The email is in there too. It's vegasraiderdad@gmail.com. They're always looking for donations for tickets, whether it's preseason, regular season. They'll take whatever they can get for tickets, and definitely their fundraisers. Now they do have a fundraiser coming up opening weekend. So I'm going to put this up on the screen now so you can talk a little bit about this. So go ahead, Josh. Let you have it.
Yeah, so home opener weekend, we started this last year. My friend Nina, it was really her idea, and we just launched this idea of just doing a bowling fundraiser. But it's about, everyone comes home opener weekend, they can stop by, and we always try to do it in between events, but there's so many events that it's hard not to conflict with somebody.
Yeah.
It was really cool last year, like Lincoln Kennedy showed out for us. This year, we haven't announced two of the alumni. We'll be talking more about that in the upcoming week or so.
Okay.
But Q Myers is going to host it this year. Last year,
Oh, let's go.
we had Harry Ruiz last year, but he has to do something else that weekend. So, but we're fortunate to have somebody like Q to come hang out with us, get Raider Nation going, raise some funds. And then Teo Johnson's the other alumni that we've already announced. But
You're gonna get the ladies out there with Teo there.
so yeah, so it's a cool event. We get a lot of cool donated. Like I create videos all the time about the stuff that gets donated. It's pretty affordable. $35 includes 2 games, your shoes, a shirt, and then we do have giveaways in there, but a lot of it's raffles. But like last year, there was a Jack Besh autograph artwork that was donated to us. That was like a big one. I'm trying to think what else we have this year. There's like a Tim Brown actual like Duke ball that's autographed by him. It's some pretty cool stuff that fans,
Nice.
like you can support to not only, take something home, but to help kids get into Allegiant Stadium, because it's not cheap to do what we do. So
no. That's awesome, man. And I think the other part too that you probably don't even realize is a lot of times people want to go, but like I got to take my kids. So you see all these Raider events. Can my kids come? Can my kids come?
Right.
With organizations like yours, it creates that opportunity. Like when Noah tells his dad, "I'm going to go with Uncle," you're like, "Yeah, but we're going to go do the Raider dad stuff, because they got stuff for kids."
Right.
Instead of dad having to worry about being out there with the hooligans. Like, yeah. So.
Right. And everything we do for the most part is kid friendly. Even the tailgate stuff.
The
like
tailgate's super kid friendly.
I mean, there's still alcohol and stuff, but like we're not getting crazy or anything. But everyone kind of understands it now, and a lot of what we do, we make it affordable and decrease costs in whatever we're doing. Obviously, we just can't do everything for free. Like you're going to go in the negative eventually. So, but I think a lot of people like, and it's growing, so it's pretty, I just think it's cool for everybody, whether you're a family that's participating in it and benefiting from it, or you're just one, like a friend or a fan or whatever the case may be. So
anybody that's going to be in Vegas Saturday, September 12th, if you don't have plans already and you're looking for something to do, especially if you're bringing kids, this is a perfect event. So from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, adults is $35, kids $20, includes 2 games and shoe rental. It's at Wildfire Lanes. So make sure you guys stop by if you get the opportunity. There will be some Raider alumni there. So he's already announced 2 of them. There might be a third one possibly, you said, correct?
Yeah, so we announced 1, and then there's going to be 2 more coming out. So
you hear that, ladies? Teo Johnson's going to be there.
Yeah, and it's not just so much, it's kind of cool because last year, like we do like photo ops with the fans, and I think they went around, they were signing some stuff too. So it's pretty cool for just like a affordable, like signings and photo ops. Like normally it's pretty expensive. Like we make 100%. It like we're just trying to get people in the building, and then the rest will play out itself. And so if you guys have time, or whoever's out there, like we want, and it's not just like certain people, like it don't matter what group you're a part of. Like there's so many organizations, booster clubs, all that stuff. Like we connect, we want everyone to feel welcome. It's not just for certain Raider fans. At least that's what I try to do with everybody, so.
You know what a
So,
great way to get the city of Las Vegas.
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Get the fan
bro,
base going too,
exactly.
bro.
And actually, and something I didn't really know until today, the fact that the Raiders organization themselves are helping you with this, because I noticed you're on their website. You're actually on the Raiders.com.
Am I?
Josh
Oh,
is like, I might. Whoa.
Hey,
oh,
V, what's
Hey.
going on,
oh,
V?
there might be an article on there. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, so that's good that they're giving you that recognition and they're appreciating obviously what you do. So that's obviously helping spread your message too.
I mean, I just want to really make it clear to everybody that like we do have like even like Brock Bowers has recently supported it, but for the majority, it's people like me and you, everyone in this room, season ticket holders. Like I don't have the exact percentage, but I'm saying
Right.
85%. I would if I'm just randomly picking a number is from just casual fans that it hits home for them, or they like kids, or they just like the idea about it, and using their seats for kids. Because I mean, the last 2 seasons, we're talking about 200 some kids each season. Like, I mean, unless I'm some rich guy, like with some crazy money, that would be the only way one person is doing this.
Yeah.
It's all these different people. Like, it's kind of funny now because like I'll wake up sometimes, especially on like game weekends. I don't even know who the tickets are from, and there's no way to communicate with them. Like, it's just they just send them. Like, it's crazy.
To use the
Sometimes.
email, right? To your Raider
Yeah.
Dad email?
Yeah, so like using the Raiders app, you can use the email Vegas Raider Dad
Yeah.
and send tickets. We're 501c3. If you wanted the write off, you could get it. But there's a lot of people like they're just like, here, do what you do type of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
good.
Murph and them, right? Raider Fan Radio, they're big supporters of you guys as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, I mean it's cool like the relationships that you build and like
Yeah.
the connections you make. Like, I'm fortunate for the preseason every year, the One Nation Foundation writes a check and it's not just tickets, right? And at the tailgates, like they're getting necklaces. You'll see we can't do jerseys for preseason on a every time. But throughout the regular season, like kids are getting jerseys, like that's a lot to take in, but that's what we do. And that's what makes it special. That's what makes it unique because you guys could, if you wanted to, gift a ticket. But for you to like do a lot of the experience that we're providing, it takes a lot of funds and a lot of different partnerships to do that. But that's what's, in my opinion, that's what makes it special. You get to not only go to a game, you get to come down to a tailgate, feel the vibes, feel the energy before you even walk in. You get a t-shirt, sometimes necklaces. It switches all the time. Like people have got shoes, so it's something that you can take home and you can keep that. Like I remember as a kid, like having a jersey, and it was probably not the best jersey, but you would wear it like it was the best thing to every event out there, right? For like 3 years, you're still wearing, I don't know who,
Numbers are fading off a bit.
like they're not even on the team anymore. You're rocking it like it's, Brock Bowers right now.
Yeah.
So let me
Well,
ask this.
that's cool.
I noticed that you grew up in Pittsburgh. So
Yeah.
how long were you a Raiders fan even living out there, or?
Yeah, so like when I was growing up, I didn't really go to any type of games. I grew up in a Pittsburgh family. They all love what I do, but they knock on me now. So, but most of my experience, well, like my first game that I remember, like a sporting event, was actually a Cavaliers game, and that's where like I remember going to when they were black and blue. Like I want to say Sean Kemp was playing, but I remember like my dad took me to a game, and like we were up at probably the damn top. Like I ain't even joking, but it was just the experience. I remember looking down and like, and that's where like the jersey thing kicks in. Like I remember they gave us like a practice jersey that was like barely any material, but like I would like wear it to the YMCA and do things like that. But like you see that's like why I always thought it would be cool to be a season ticket holder, right? But I never even went to an NFL game till I was probably over 18 was probably my first game.
Oh wow.
And then I just all, like when they moved to Vegas, like that's what I got it really as the idea of taking your kids to games, whether it was once or 8 times a year.
Yeah.
And like now, like the boys, it helps our relationship. It's just one part of our relationship. But like when it's football season, they're like, when are we going to do this? And like, it's became a part of them. Like I always joke now because like Aiden's never seen Tim Brown play, but people ask him, "Who's your favorite player?" And they're like, Tim Brown, and they're like, "How the hell does this kid even know who the hell Tim Brown is?"
That's how Noah is. Yeah.
So, but like, it's I think it's cool, and that's why I enjoy doing these type of things. But yeah,
That's dope, man.
So how hard of a job do you or task is it to get some of these businesses to donate? I mean, do you have some that like return donators, or is it like a new challenge?
it's really hard. Actually, I feel like you get more support when you're not trying. Like, like honestly, that's the way it goes. Like a lot of the people that support, but the thing is, most of the support is from regular fans. But like, you get a lot of support the more you do things and you show the impact. That's why I think sometimes people think I post stuff for like acknowledgement or something. That's really not the case.
Not
Like
at all.
when you donate something, like I try to, if the parents allow, share that stuff because then you can kind of see, oh, that might have been my seat. Or like when a business looks up Raider Dad and they're like, oh, this guy got literally 1,000 posts since 2022. Maybe this is something we could see. Or like, what was it? The Battle for Vegas, like Brock Bowers picked Raider Dad. And when you see that, like that might, they'll start taking it seriously. But it is a big challenge because there's so many good causes. And I always say there's like, I don't know how, like thousands of people that support like cancer or foster children, but there's only a few that give out tickets and there's only a few that do it the way that Raider Dad does it. So it's not something that's like traditional. So when things aren't traditional, it's harder to get people to buy in and it takes time, but I feel like it's grown pretty well.
Yeah.
No, man, I like the videos you do, bro. It makes me feel like you're legitimizing what you're doing, like showing people exactly where their stuff is going. Like, hey, man, you see it come in and you see it go back out. So to me, I'm like, what it does is like it makes me believe in what you're doing, because I'm like, hey, you can see it. You're like, hey, man, and that's awesome, bro.
And that's how I've built relationships because a lot of these people are regular donors. Like, like I have a friend, Tom Bowling. He, like, basically, if he doesn't get, because he has multiple sections, if they don't sell, he's literally sending 4 seats at a time to me. Or, there's people that will do preseason every year. Like that's their thing for, whether it's in memory of a family member or whatever the case, So it just takes a lot. And the more you keep doing it, the more that it's grown. Obviously, I never really thought we would still be. I was doing it as like a one-time event, but now it's like you can't stop it now, in my opinion. But
so the bowling tournament, so that looks like something you're probably going to keep doing year after year, then more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard because like for me, I'm doing like a million different jobs, and it's hard to get people to be a part of the organization but be committed to it. And like I'm that one piece that's like keeps it going. You know what I mean? My friend Nina's came on board. She's been a great help. We did a Raider committee now.
Nice lady.
So the more we get more people to help, the more events that we come up with, we'll just keep building it. It just takes a lot to do this stuff. And I got my own jobs. I got my own kids, it's not, everyone in Raider Dad's volunteer. No, like if you look at other nonprofits, there's people that are paid in most situations because the organization can't run itself. I don't know how many people really understand that or not, But
Oh
for
yeah,
us, it's all like all the money you're being raised is going back into these experiences. So that's
yeah,
a lot of, like, Murph talks about that a lot. Like
he does.
like that's a big thing for them, so.
Mhm.
Just out of curiosity, how many people do you have that within the organization that assist you? Like, how many volunteers do you
So
usually?
it's under 20 people that are just, actually it's probably under 15 that are
Oh
like the
wow.
key pieces. Like that's what's kind of cool about it, is because like like when I started this, it was just running. I just run this through my phone in a way, and then I'd go out to tailgate lots. But it's grown. Like I've had my friends Jay and Stella from Jay's Gourmet out in California that they would fly in. I have people that help me with Nick and Kim that do the shirts for us affordably, and then they help with a lot of the tailgates too. Then we have this Raider Dad committee that's doing these different events out in the community, because like it's so hard to do events at Allegiant because you got to do things within roles. You're kind of just tailgating, but like I've said, that also adds to the appeal of it.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll post. We're gonna do a flyer thing at the end too. We're gonna post some other events, but I'll put that back up there again. So on your VegasRaiderDad.org, you've got links in there for donations and everything too, like monetary donations. Again, just make everybody aware of this. If you know somebody that has season tickets that they don't go to preseason games, reach out to Raider Dad. Reach out to your friend, see about donating the tickets. It helps these kids out experience something that they've never had before. So it's a great organization. What you do is amazing, Josh. I mean, and if you've only been doing it for a few years and it's growing, it's growing, which is good.
And I'd like to add, it's not so much just how you can support it. Like if you come across a kid that has cancer, or has some, maybe just never been able to go to a game, anyone can be nominated. It's not just the family. Like if Leo or Will know somebody, they can go on the page and nominate, give that with the permission of that parent. Hey, this guy, this organization's gonna possibly reach out to you. Is it okay if I give it, this information? Obviously there's thousands of kids putting in their names and stuff, and there's only so many opportunities, but we do keep a database that we can reach out and as things become available. So
Yep, I was about to ask Nate. Nate, you need your parents' names.
You're gonna get your parents to sign the permission slip, buddy.
Another part that needs to be, the parent don't have to be Raider fans either, by the way.
Yeah.
When I first met Josh, I submitted it. I did it with my brother. My brother's a Chiefs fan. For my brother to take Noah, and that was no problem for them. They were like, "Oh yeah." Like,
well, you got to understand there's multiple things to that, because not everybody's a Raider family,
right?
And in the beginning, like people would tell me, obviously we're looking for Raider families, but I mean, look at Las Vegas. There's kids that have never been to a sporting event before, so they don't even know what they're a fan of. But that's the whole thing. Like, you invite a kid to a game, you create an experience. The likelihood that they're going to become a Raiders fan is increased by that experience.
Oh yeah, you're exposing them to something they've never seen before.
Right. So like at times we don't know how it's going to impact the person. Maybe they see something. They're young kids, right? They might see something that they might see a reporter and be like, oh, I want to be that guy on the field reporting with these players. It's not just football players and Raiders. It's like there's so many aspects that you can inspire and lead kids through. But obviously, we look for kids, that are going through tough challenges, that it's like a break. And it's like, like I still, there's so many things that you probably remember from your childhood that at that moment you didn't really understand it, but like years later you're like still bringing it up with your uncles or friends and family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you this. So if, say I had a kid that was that age and he got who goes in with the kid? Does the parent have to go in with them, or how does that work?
So we never take kids, and I'm I'm never
No.
taking anybody's
That's a
kids but
whole
my own.
nother-
but my
Well, that's what I
own.
mean. I mean, does the parent
Yeah.
have to also get a ticket?
I
or-
enjoy seeing the kids and having fun, but like taking a bunch of them, that would be craziness. But you have a parental, but it's not just a parental because like we're not all fortunate to have parentals in our life.
Yeah,
You
Yeah,
know?
so it's whoever's the guardian for
Yeah.
the child.
So like I partner with a lot of like I was emailing today that trying to get some kids from Big Brother Big Sister. You know, it might be a mentor, it might be the parents. You know, every situation's different. You know, it could be you know an aunt or uncle because of you know whatever the situation that's played out in the kid's life, or you know maybe it's just a good friend of the family that brings the kid. I leave that open to the parents or whoever's responsible for these
For
kids.
the
So
kids,
So again, anybody that's going to be around opening day or opening weekend on Saturday from 4 to 6. Go ahead, Will. I know you want to.
No, so actually, and I was going to tell you, Josh doesn't just do home games. Sometimes he does away games. We did it at NOLA a couple of years ago where he gave away a ticket to NOLA to a game. So I'm like, dude, it's not just at Allegiant Stadium.
Right.
yeah, we've never. Oh, we give out tickets whenever and try to find kids that could use them that are obviously Raider fans. In the beginning, we were talking about doing away games, but then we're like,
That's
oh my
tough.
god, you know how much work and how much
That's
planning
tough.
and it would. But I have always thought it would have been cool. It would be cool to do a SoFi game, just because so many Raider fans are there. It just that would be like craziness trying to plan
I mean,
that.
it's definitely something as a goal for the future. Like put that on the back burner because as you get bigger and you have more and more notoriety, that would definitely help with doing that for sure.
Right.
But
Yeah, maybe somewhere down the road. It's challenging enough to do in your community. Like
Yes, sir.
to be able to coordinate that and not know businesses and what can go wrong, where you're going to go for like basically I plan all the plan Bs in my life for tailgating and events because that's normally what goes down is the way you dream it up isn't going to be the way it plays out. So
So, Josh, let me ask you this question before you go, man. Hey, like we all know, man, that it's easy to get Raider Nation together to party and to have a good time. But when it comes to getting them behind a good cause or getting them to go behind in the community, it's sometimes difficult. How are you able to harness them and harness Raider Nation into doing this? Because I mean, like, I see people doing things in the community all the time. I'm always trying to share everything that I see Raider Nation doing positively because I think that's awesome, right? To give back. But I'm like, dude, I always feel like I get the same response from people telling me like, hey, man, it's really hard to get people to support you to try to do something positive in the community. Everybody wants to be there to party, but nobody wants to be there to.
Oh, they want to be on the flyer, but nobody
Or they want to be
right.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, let me ask you that because I'd be like, you're the seasoned vet here. You know, you're 5 years deep, and I'd be like, you're swimming. So, how do you galvanize them behind a good cause?
I mean, for me, like everything that you guys are talking about, like I get what you're saying. But if you focus on what, you know, who's supporting you, who's donating what, who's appreciating what you do, you can't like, I would have been done a long time ago because like, I don't know, like the amount of work and the amount of, I guess, like the experiences that you're able to provide for these people. Like you won't always know what it means to somebody right away. And you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like I do it because I think it's cool. I was never able to do these type of things. And but also I have my own family dynamic to it because like I do this while I'm able to do it with my own kids. And I see, you know, like my kids are when they're talking to adults or talking to like like the teacher will be like, I heard you do so and so. Noah tells us that, you know, he helps kids get into Raider games. So like there's so many aspects that you got to like think that you got to focus on. And if you just stay committed to doing that, eventually it doesn't matter how many you got in the beginning, like people are going to jump on board eventually, especially something like this where you're seeing hundreds and hundreds of kids going to games, and it's really about the word of mouth. It's I don't got advertising dollars or anything like that. Like you help that family somewhere down the road, they're gonna be like, oh, I heard of you from this, or you know, like in the beginning you had to tell people about it, but now everyone else goes around telling everybody the mission of Raider Dad. So like, I don't know. I just think you just really got to stay committed, and obviously it's hard to do, but if you're in for it for the right reasons and you know you keep doing, you know, keep building the experiences, you're going to get the help you need, in my opinion. But
So before you go, I just want to do something real quick with you. We're going to talk to Josh, the Raider fan. We're going to rapid fire some questions for you, just real
Okay.
quick. Favorite all-time Raider?
my favorite's going to have to be Tim Brown, just because I recently met him. But I also like Charlie Gardner back in the day too.
Ooh, Charlie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I do like meeting new older alumni, and like sometimes like I know their names and stuff, but like I'll like research them because I want to know more about them, and it's just cool.
Yeah.
I like old stuff. You know, I've always liked sports history, so that's something that I do.
Okay.
Who's your favorite current Raider?
I'm gonna have to go with Brock Bowers, and that's not because he supported Raider Dad, but somebody asked me 3 weeks prior who my favorite Raider was, and I just feel like he's the most, like when I think about somebody that has the most potential and the most genuine person from my interactions with him, because I've always seen him signing stuff for people, and like I've had conversations, short conversations. I'm not gonna act like they were like these great conversations, but like I felt different whenever I was interacting with him, so it's made me like him. And now I've interacted with his parents, so it just seems like a great Raider family. So he's became my favorite.
So big luck being funny here because you said you like old things, and he goes, "Oh, so he likes Jeff." Thanks. Best Raider game you ever attended?
The best one I ever attended was probably the first one in Vegas, because I got to share that with my kid, and just the excitement around it and the way it ended, you know, because they weren't even winning at the time, and then it was the last score walk off. I don't know how many times that really even happens anymore, you know, or even a Raider win at this point. So
You're not lying. You're not lying.
I got 2 questions left for you. This one, I think I'm dying to hear this answer. Give me one Raider legend you would love to bring along for a Raider Dad experience. Who is it and why?
Oh,
Not a current player, like a Raider great, like an alumni, one you've never had before.
I've never been asked this question before. An old one. I don't know. As a kid, I always liked good superstars. So like Jerry Rice whenever he was playing, but I don't want a player though. I would probably want John Gruden. He's like the most fun guy to be around. Like I love Barstool.
Yeah.
I think, you know, guys with sarcasm and like just funny to be around would be the best, you know, Raider person to be around.
Yeah, Gruden would definitely be an experience.
Definitely, yeah. Gruden would be a good one.
Yeah.
And last question before you let you go here. What do you got for a prediction for this season? What do you expect from the Raiders this year?
Come on.
Oh man.
You want me to give you the political?
No.
Right?
You do that.
Yeah, if you think they're going to
I
sneak
feel-
and only win 4 games, or they're not going to be that good,
I feel so. I don't know what's really going to go down, but this is what I
Nobody
truly
does.
think, because we're starting with Kirk most likely, right? That seems to be the plan.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna compete, and I'm thinking about realistic jumps. Like we're not talking. There's how many teams really go from first overall pick straight to the playoffs. I don't really see that. So I see about 7 to 8 wins. I'm curious to see what the defense looks like. I really believe, like in the last so many years, when was the last time we had core pieces on offense? Obviously, we just got the quarterback, so you got to give him time. But like you got the quarterback position. I don't want to hear anything about we don't got a quarterback no more. He's coming up. He's gonna be there eventually. You got Genty in the first round. You got Bowers. Like that's 3 piece. Obviously, we need to build a line, but like I feel like a good jump would be 6 to 7 wins. I'm more of a 3-year plan right now. Like
I agree.
I expect the Raiders to be good in 3 years. Like we better be in the playoffs.
Perfect. I think
I agree.
you're kind of on the same wavelength. You got more wins predicted than me, but you're on the same thing.
I feel like that's
growing
like I
pains.
won't be surprised if we're not good again, but like I feel like that's a good jump. Like it's not, like the Raider fans were going to the Super Bowl type deal every year. Like that's never gonna be me. I'm a realistic type of guy. If I felt that, I would let you know. But like I feel like 6 or 7 wins, and that schedule was brutal. Look at all our home
Oh,
games.
yeah.
How many games on that home schedule right now can you sit there and be like, win, like probably one of them on the home schedule, maybe
The
2.
first one?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Miami.
Home opener.
That's
That's
it.
I'm
it.
thinking Miami at home, Tennessee, and then from there they're all coin flips, and like I don't know what is Kubiak going to be.
Jets and Arizona, the only other 2 that I think we
Yeah.
will.
I mean, he won in Seattle, but like it's totally different when you're the head coach of a football team and you're starting from ground zero, rebuilding your own regime. You know what I mean? So there's so many unknowns, but I've always said that like I'm looking forward to the day that we have a home playoff game because I just feel like the energy and the amount of people. You know how when a good game's going on, like a good team comes here? Can you imagine a Raiders playoff game when
Wow.
there's only so many seats in there, the first one in so many years, so
Well,
that would
that
be
one
fun to
against
see.
the Chargers has been the closest. Remember that win and get in one?
Right.
That has been the closest to it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That might be the first blackout in like that whole stadium's history.
So yeah, you can tell Will's never been to Vegas. You don't even understand. That Charger one, the win and get in, that was a blackout.
I do think I understand there's always going to be the away dynamic of this.
Right. Yeah.
But if the Raiders are winning, like because you're probably imagining if it's a home playoff game, you're either the 1 through 4 seeds or however that would play out. So like you're thinking the Raiders are going to win this game. Everyone, no one's going to miss that game. You know what I mean? And there's such a demand. You're going to have the Vegas demand for it, plus Raiders, first home game in Vegas, all of it coming together. So.
Well, before we let go, Josh, anything else you want to say about your organization? And
I honestly, for this year for me, it's about like you guys, the other people that come together for this whole thing, because without all these fans and for all your own family relationship, your own traditions, people wouldn't buy into this. And for the most part, you guys are all the ones that it really hits home for. And I didn't start that by any means, but I try to keep a lot of other people's family traditions and relationships going. So I have fun doing it. So I appreciate anybody that gives a mention or even just says, hey, you should check out what they're doing. So
yeah, definitely. Well, again, thank you for being here with us tonight. And like I said, I'm going to make sure I post that flyer on my Instagram and everything to get that out there for you also too. And anybody that's in the chat, make sure you guys go to the website. Go to vegasraiderdad.org. If you can donate. You're not helping adults here. It's little kids. It's kids getting to experience a Raiders game for the first time. It's the future of the fan base. is what Josh is trying to do here, or is doing, I should say. So it's a great thing. It's a great cause, and I applaud you for it. And job well done in the time.
Yeah,
So
thank you so much. Hopefully, I know you guys all got a lot of different things to do, but maybe I'll get to see some of you guys here soon.
Yeah, bro. I'll see you down there for sure. Yeah.
All right, my guys. I'll talk to you guys soon.
thanks, man. Thanks for coming in.
All right, brother.
Let me get this back to this. Oh, everybody's all out of whack here. Well, there we go. I apologize to the chat, not getting to you guys and posting all your, shouting out to you guys as you joined in. We had limited time with Josh, so we wanted to make sure that we spent as much time letting him get his message out there and ask him the questions that we asked him. So I appreciate you guys being patient with us. Thanks, Nate. I see Nate's taking over the chat, so I appreciate that. So shout out to everybody that's been here from the start.
Right.
Make sure you hit the notification, the subs, give the thumbs up on the shows. All four of us are streaming to our own channels right now. Make sure you guys get over to especially Will's and Nate's. Get them numbers up. So chop, let's go, folks.
Yo, and make sure you get Cheetos jerseys, man. This is why I love these things. Big luck, man. I'm always repping my boy. I'm repping my boy Cheeto right here. This is some of his Cheeto merch.
If I already didn't have all those plans on Saturday, I would have gone to that bowling tournament. It's just it just falls on such a tough schedule.
I'm surprised you're not, because you're not a party guy anyway.
Who said I'm not a party guy?
You don't drink.
Wow.
So
who says you have to?
Are you going to be dancing to Too Short?
He might
I'm not
be.
gonna be dancing.
That's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't matter.
He said he was going to be in the pool. He might be making some waves in the pool or something.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't start till 7. We
Right.
can't even get in the Palms thing until just before 7 o'clock. But
Yeah.
I'm going to be with the TNBC poker tournament for a while, and then I'm going to head back to the hotel and get ready for the night.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to have any time there. That's the downside. So, but let's get into the actual show for tonight.
It's like Josh said, people will support when they want to. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Hey, no, but for real, those of you that go to Vegas, stop by their tailgate, man. If you bring kids, you're afraid to bring your kids to the game. Will, if you ever decide to come to Vegas, go to Lot H, right? Go to Lot H. That's the family one, bro. You will see them. You can't miss them. You can't miss them, right?
Lot H, huh?
If you want to take your kids to see some of the super fans, they go out there. They take pictures with the kids. When Murph and Raider Fan Radio, when they come down, they do go to J-Lot, but they also go down there and say what's up to Josh over there down there at Raider Dad, man. It's so cool to be down there to see the kids. You see them throwing around the football. They have games for them, the giveaways, things like that. So it's definitely a lot of fun and a great organization. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna. Oh yeah, I gotta get it. I forgot to do that one. Thank you.
Fantasy
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Anthony. Let's do a fantasy league. I'm not running it. I got way too much going on before I leave for Vegas. I'm not going to have time to even think about setting one up. Somebody else wants to do it. I'll join it, but I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah, I've seen Travis go down there and say hi. Yeah, Travis is there.
Mm-hmm. And Anthony, thank you for the membership gifting. I appreciate you. It's just I couldn't interrupt Josh. I'm sorry. Leo, Will, Nate, I'd interrupt them for that, but now I'm not going to interrupt them.
Yeah.
For what?
But we're going to get into this. So we're going to start with the hottest rumor that's going on right now.
Oh, Vita
Vita. So I want to start with Will, because I just read something just before we went on the air. Somebody put it out there.
Don't talk to me about Mitchell Rentz. Don't you be bringing that Mitchell Rentz bullcock over here.
But what's your
saying when you get all energized on your show, man? Like, oh my God, you kind of sound like him, brother. Boom!
No bullshit.
Right?
Don't you fucking talk to me like that, Cheeto. Hey, me and you are fighting next time, bro. Me and you are fighting now.
You gotta go to Vegas.
You need that thing that looks like a penis that you drink out of, like he has. Anyway,
say it, Nate.
So
say it, Nathan. We ain't never getting him.
We're never getting him on.
Yeah, say that so long, bro.
Never happened. And you know what? I don't care. So anyway,
Will.
We'll start with you, Will.
Vita Vea, bro.
What's your honest take on Vita Vea? Do you think it could work?
So,
What?
bro, it's a fucking pipe dream, bro. I'd be
Oh,
like,
you're so crazy.
Here we go.
no. You know what? Here's the thing: is this team ready for a Vita Vea? And what does a Vita Vea do for this team? Does he get us into the playoffs? Does he make us a playoff team? No. I'll be like, and then to mortgage the future for me, I'm like, I would not trade draft picks for him. I would trade players if they're looking to trade players. But I'm like, who are we going to give up? Who are you willing to give up to get Vita Vea?
Oh, I can name a few players.
What would you package? What would a realistic package look for you? Well,
A realistic package.
realistic package. Yeah.
Bro, I don't know what a realistic package would look like for Vita Vea. That's the thing, right? For me, I'm like, you're going to have to trade away a premier player.
You think a premier
Really?
player?
For a 30-year-old defensive tackle, you're gonna have to
For a
trade away premier player?
Vita, you're going to have to give up something or something that's
Something.
going to get, or
But a
something that's
premier
future,
player?
or a guy that's on the cusp of becoming something.
Who
that
do
they
we
see a
have
future.
like that? Who?
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Who do we
But who
have?
are you afraid to trade away that's gonna hurt us?
Bro,
Like,
I'm
earlier I said Adam
not
Butler.
saying. I'm
I
not
would
saying.
be so down to
Here's
trade
the
Adam
thing.
Butler for him, bro.
So
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of trading players. I said.
It
I
sounded
said
like
draft picks. For me, if we're trading a second round pick and like a second and a fifth, I'm like, I don't like it because Vita Vea is too old.
See, if you're trading away a second and a fifth, you should be fired as the GM. You have to like, see it from a realistic spot.
Okay, so that's why I said. So what's the package for you then, Cheeto? What are you? I don't see a package that would entice the Buccaneers, first of all, because you also have to entice the Buccaneers. You don't just have to go like, hey man, I'm gonna give you a fourth and a fifth, and they're just gonna be like, okay.
Big one.
I just saw that.
Okay, first of all, do you understand the situation Vita Vea is in and why he asked for a trade?
Yeah, because he wants to get paid. He's owed $18 million this year. He wants to get an extension, which is going to put him north of $20 million for the next couple of years.
So he just doesn't want guaranteed money.
I don't know if that's all he wants.
I'd
be like, do you know that for a fact that that's all he wants?
Right. That's what he said. His whole reason for the holdout is he has no guaranteed money on the books this year.
So then if he gets guaranteed money, right? But you're going to keep him only for 1 year and you're going to trade two guys for a guy or two for 1 year of Vita Vea? You're probably going to have to get him on an extension if you trade for him, right?
Out of go ahead, Nathan, you go.
Thinking about it today, I know I was on your show earlier, Leo, asking like, what a trade package could look like for Vita Vea, but I tend to have to agree with Will, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we're in the position to get a player that can help us win now because we're not in that mindset either. Moving on from a guy like Adam Butler to get Vita Vea, I can see that happening, but I don't know if does that put us over enough? Does it? Yeah, on top of that for Tampa Bay, right. I don't think it's gonna be more on top of Adam Butler. So I agree with what Will is saying. I think the thought of Vita Vea is obviously a lot better than the actual logistics of getting him to Vegas. And if you guys didn't watch Leo and Rundown's show earlier, Rundown made a really good point that I just don't want him to go to somewhere in our division because it seems very likely that that's a possibility. And putting him there in Los Angeles with the Chargers with Mac and Tuipulotu, Mesidor, that would be, as Rundown said it earlier, a pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah. So as long as he doesn't go there, I think I would be good with. I know that the two teams that are at the top of the percentages of possibly getting them is the Raiders and the 49ers. I can see the 49ers because of they're much more in a win now mode than we are at this point. And on top of, they have players that are tradable and could be traded away.
Problem with
More
the
so than
49ers,
we do.
the window's closing, so they're realizing that.
Exactly. So they're going to be a little bit more desperate than we are at this point. So they're going to go ahead and give whatever Tampa Bay is asking for to get a guy like Vita Vea.
Hey, you bring up the 49ers. I don't know, everybody thinks, oh, their window's closing. But even with all the injuries they had, look at how many games they won last year. Like, that's still a well-coached, well-ran team. And you add a Vita Vea to that fucking team. Like, oh, my God. Right? And you get the players that are coming back. You get Brock coming back, a healthier McCaffrey, things like that. And then the defense, you hopefully they stay healthy. But, yeah, man, it's crazy to think that I don't want him to go to San Diego. God, I would be fucking so mad if he went to San Diego. Ugh. Yeah.
So, Will, you don't want him then, huh? Yeah,
No, it's not that I don't want him.
He wants Diggs and players like that.
No, bullshit. Bullshit. No.
What was the one he said on his show a couple weeks ago? He was like, oh, and I was like, bro, you're fucking crazy.
Fuck, I said no receiver. I have not
Brandon
said
Ayuk,
anyone.
Probably some shit.
Now this man has said, I want Brandon. I get the fuck out of here. No, bro. It's like, here's the thing. I would love Vita Vea, but I just don't see us having a one trade package that's not going to freaking mortgage draft picks to entice the Buccaneers. Two, I'm like, I don't see us, Vita Vea, moving the needle for this team to push us over into the playoffs.
You crazy,
Shut your damn mouth.
Yes.
So Vita Vea makes this team a playoff team immediately?
It doesn't make them a playoff team immediately, but it gives you more wins. The goal is to win, period. More wins, period. Whether how you get that there or not, right? But to do it with quality players.
I don't see it in their plan.
Well, they could say you could add Dick. No, those aren't quality players. Vita Vea is a quality player. He adds to what one of the things we're missing on this defensive line, new vision, is that big guy on the defensive tackle.
Okay, so Cheeto, what would you trade away for him? What would you give up?
I said it earlier when we were on the thing with Rundown. I would do.
I wasn't listening when you were with Rundown.
Well, maybe you should.
Right?
It goes back to Josh was saying, people that want to support Will. But
what a dick.
But no, at the very best, we would be a fourth. Nothing more than 1, 2, or 3. No, because you don't do that anymore. Look at the other players they got traded for in the offseason, and we were like, oh, we could have gave up a 5th for that guy. We could have gave up a 4th for that guy, because it all depends on the situation. Okay. Right? Obviously, the Bucs don't want to pay him for whatever reason. They have their own future plans or whatever, right? So instead of losing the guy, you get something back in return, and you don't have to pay him. Another team take over that contract.
So you think they're going to let him go for a 4th round?
It's not like it's mind-blowing. Why not? He's over 30. It's not like it's Max Crosby where he's 28 and you got to trade 2 first-rounders. You're talking about 2 different levels.
I don't see them letting them go for a 4th. I don't know. Nate, what do you think?
Yeah.
I would do it for a 4th, but
that would be the rich.
Did you see the? I'm asking you. Do you think the Bucs would take a 4th round draft pick?
That's where I'm getting to. I don't think that would happen. I think the Bucs are gonna ask for, something way more than that. And apparently,
obviously they're gonna ask, but who's gonna give up that?
Well, they don't have to trade him. They have all the leverage in this negotiations.
Yeah.
They could just re-sign him. Like, okay, here's your bonus money,
which might just end up happening anyway.
Which I can definitely see happening because that's kind of how it always happens.
Right.
Like everyone gets all of these, thoughts that he could be a Raider, and then the negotiations just go through like normal. So it always happens.
Out of everything that's happened in the offseason, when a player is either looking to be traded or cut, and they've come out and said, oh, he could be a perfect fit for the Raiders, this is the only one this season that would make sense to go and get, in my opinion. Every other player that they've named, when the wide receiver, like the Stephon Diggs, the A.J. Brown, or all that crap, this is the one that could make an immediate impact and plug and play, let's go. I think it would be an incredible boost to that front line on the defense for sure. I'm all for it. I am totally all for
Now, let me ask you this, Jeff. What would you give up?
it. I would go as the highest pick I would draft. I would go as a 4th rounder. I wouldn't go 3rd or 2nd. That's too much.
What did the Patriots give up to get AJ?
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. I don't know.
remember.
Or even the what you call it, the Bengals when they got Sexy Dex.
They gave up a lot.
Dude, Sexy Dex gave us the
first
10th.
rounder.
Yeah,
the
first rounder, the
yeah.
10th pick in the
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ Brown was traded to the Patriots for a 28 first and a 2027 fifth.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Trent McDuffie?
Trent McDuffie.
I think he got a first too. I think Trent McDuffie.
I don't
was
think
traded for a second.
Wait. Trent McDuffie definitely got traded for at least, I want to say a first, but let me see.
But those are younger guys too, though. They're not as old as.
Multiple draft picks for first, the 29th overall, 29th, 5th, 6th, and 2027 third.
Well, Kev said he traded Leo for 1 empanada and for 5 pupusas in return.
Yeah.
And the age thing doesn't bother me, not at all.
Yeah.
Again,
Of course, it's not. You're older than him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm older than just about anybody.
I think
Anyway,
all of us are,
the two
bro.
positions on an NFL team that don't bother me when it comes to age is offensive line and defensive tackle.
Defensive tackles are after 30. It is a decline.
Dude, how old was
Yeah.
Jenkins when he was with us? He was pushing 40. He was 39 years old. How old was what's his name from New Orleans before he retired? 40, and he was still a contributor with the Saints.
Who? He was so good, you can't even remember his name.
I can't anymore.
Jordan?
So I'll tell you what, Jeff. I think
Yeah.
it depends on the technique that you're talking. If you're talking a straight zero technique, which is that like Vince Wilfork type, like
Just
they
pick
can
up
last
fucking
because they don't have
space,
to like. But if you're talking like an athletic defensive tackle, like an Ndamukong Suh type, where like he goes into like certain gaps, they're not going to last as long because they have to run outside. And I mean, like if you get a double A gap plugger, you're just looking for a 300-something pounder that can.
I still think it's
double A gap.
if we get him, I'll be happy. I will not be upset with that.
Yeah. If we give
and
him
I
a fourth for Vita Vea, I'd be happy as fuck.
Dude, if
Oh,
we
yeah,
give up a
for sure.
fourth,
No. It wasn't just a 4th rounder though.
Mhm.
It would either be a 4th and a 5th. I wouldn't want to give up a 5th. Maybe a 4th and a 6th. If not the 6th rounder, then maybe a player
And
like-
throw in Adam Butler.
like Michael Mayer.
dude,
He's
I
a
think that's an upgrade.
possibility. Colt Miller.
That would not Cole.
Colin Miller.
Not a left tackle. Yeah, no.
You know,
we don't have
I'm
that.
just trying to. I'm throwing other names out there that
Malcolm
might get-
Kuntz. Malcolm Kuntz, I think would
I
be
can see that.
package play.
Malcolm Kuntz?
Why not?
Max.
He's
He's only on the books for a year. That's why.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing. He's on the books for a year. He's $10 million.
But you
That's
just talked
$10
about
million
not wanting
off.
to get rid of players that you're expecting to be something. Yeah.
Malcolm Kuntz to me is a little bit like I'm talking about draft picks. I said I would trade players. I wouldn't trade draft
But why are you holding on to draft picks like we do a great job with them?
because, bro, I'm just telling you. In my game plan, that's my game plan. Why you telling me how to fan, Cheeto?
Because
Why you trying to tell me how to fan?
Yeah.
You want to make sure everything's pretty and perfect.
Hey,
before
bro,
put the
I got a
baby in.
3-year plan.
I want to make
Leave me-
sure that
leave
water
me
is
in my 3-year
filtrated
plan.
before I throw my kid in the pool. I want to make sure he has floaties right before I throw him in there.
Hey,
Fuck outta
leave me
here.
in my 3-year plan alone, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Spike Tech are on the same
Take
wavelength.
your 3-year plan out of fucking Hooters and get the fuck out of here with your 3-year plan. Spike Take is on year 2 already, so he's already a year ahead of you. So yeah. Mhm.
Well, year 1 with Coach.
No.
So what's
It's a new marriage.
Will and I both all for getting him.
Yeah.
Nate and
I'm
Willow.
surprised Nathan's against it.
Yeah, I am.
I really am.
I don't think Nathan said he was against it. Did we say we were against it, Nathan?
You are. I don't know why you're.
I
backtracking,
said,
Alfredo.
yo.
You're against it, so stop.
No.
From the get go, it's a pipe dream. This ain't Mitchell.
It is a pipe dream, bro. It is
Don't
a
talk
pipe
to me
dream.
about Mitchell Red.
Because
Yeah,
tell me
right.
tell me like this. Tell me the Bucks are gonna give up Vita Vea for a fourth round.
I've seen players being given up
Tell
for
me that
less.
it's gonna happen. Well,
I've seen superstars being given up for less just to get rid of them.
Let's put it this way: he's not going to be with Tampa Bay this season.
That's what
He's
I'm saying.
going somewhere.
I've seen
They're gonna work
organizations
towards
do it
something.
to move on from a player that no longer want to be here and at
Yep.
least get something in return for him.
Randy Moss.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I say, G-Fam. Age doesn't bother me with defensive linemen.
No.
and-
The only thing I bring up about his age is just the value wise. Like if he was a younger DT, you would have to give up a first or a second.
Yeah,
type shit.
no, definitely.
But because he's closer to 30, it minimizes
Just
how
30.
much you have to give up, you know? Yeah.
He is
Because he's
30.
at 30. Yeah, because he
so
is
how
30.
old is Sexy Dexy?
He's not that old. He's
Nah,
probably 27.
Dexter's like 27.
27? 20?
Yeah. You're talking about the difference. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still would do it. I still
Yeah.
think
I would do
you
it.
got to look at what's going to better the team. You know,
Right.
a draft pick that we don't even know what we're going to get yet with next year. So say it's a fourth rounder.
Right.
Any fourth rounder we get, what are the chances of them being better than Vita Vea?
Who did we take in the fourth round this year, Will?
Bro, if it's a fourth rounder and the Bucks say yes, I would do
Yeah.
it. But I just don't think the Bucks will say yes just for a fourth rounder.
No, it's going to be more than a fourth rounder. It's probably going to be a player or a second
Someone
pick.
said a player earlier, and I was opposed to it, and I might have said no because I love that kid. But
Who?
somebody said like a fifth or a sixth rounder in JPJ.
Nah. I think our offensive line positions right now are too valuable to us.
That's what I was saying.
specifically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we had like an abundance of people that we feel comfortable with playing at that offensive line position,
Yeah.
at this point we
What
don't.
about-
You
and
know,
I know someone else said in the chat, but I've already thought about this one even before the chat. I just haven't said it yet. But the Booker. What about Booker in a fourth?
Booker. Rundown said Booker. Yeah. Rundown said Booker.
But then-
Butler. Yeah.
But then you're in that same kind of thing that when Will said Kuntz, like, are you going to give the possibility of Booker or Kuntz or the production of Vea?
But I don't
It's-
see Booker
it kind of
at
weighs-
that level like Kuntz though. Where you're
Well, I mean, he did enough.
Well,
he
Kuntz-
did enough to
Kuntz
make the
hasn't
starting
done
roster
nothing.
on the
Kuntz,
defense.
yeah,
right.
what
2
is
years.
Kuntz has 4 sacks last season.
Yeah.
But the thing with Kuntz, there's probably a good chance we might see him at linebacker too,
yeah.
based on our depth at linebacker. So that's why I wouldn't want to get rid of Kuntz. I would be
But
willing
you
to
can
let.
say the same thing about Max Crosby. Max Crosby's going to play linebacker. as well.
Linebacker, too.
Yeah,
in the
but we're not,
3-4 system.
we're not trading him yet. We will, but not yet.
No, I'm saying
I'm
we
surprised
have
you haven't
players to
said-
fill the position.
Send Max
No,
over
because
there for Vita.
that's not a fair trade. If we're going to give up Max for Vita Vea,
Yeah.
no, that's not an even swap.
Mhm. Yeah.
Even I know that. As much as I give Max shit, that's not even an even swap. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
That's
even-
why I wouldn't be a
think that
Butler.
would
I would be
be
okay with. Booker, I would be okay with. Because you're talking about bringing in a veteran who you're probably going to get 2-3 years out of, right?
Yeah,
And you don't
exactly.
slow the production of the younger guys behind them, right?
Uh-huh.
You still get a Pegues. You still get
Does that fit our timeline though?
right?
3 years.
2-3 years. Yeah. See, that one would be hard for me, dog, because I
Of
think
course it is, because you're a
Why?
Notre Dame fan.
not only that, because I think we finally have a coach who's going to finally get the most out of him. And you,
But I don't
know
see
you
that.
can be
I don't
okay.
see that happening though, because I mean
Yeah.
they've got a tight end down there.
No, yeah, but I mean with us, I think our coach can get the most out of Michael
Michael
than,
Mayer.
than the previous jackass that was here.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm with that plan. I'm
Yeah.
with that plan.
What's up, Chris?
Mm-hmm. Hey, what up, Chris? I haven't seen Chris in a minute. Yeah.
I know,
Vita
for real.
Vea for 6th rounder and Michael Mayer, good trade.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm.
I still feel like there's more from Michael Mayer we haven't seen. Obviously,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Especially
be
with
Again,
this
here's the thing.
offensive mind, though. Yeah.
We're talking about a player that we may see more from him, or
We already
seen
seen
a lot.
everything that he did.
Again,
we've
and then
seen
it
what
goes
this
back
guy's
to the
already done
Malcolm
in Tampa.
Kuntz,
Yeah.
Malcolm Kuntz, and the
But there's
Butler. I mean, sorry, not Butler, Booker.
there's
trade.
certain players that you know
thing.
that upside is there, and I think there's certain ones we know as fan like that's it.
But
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
But
Yeah.
if we always retain players on potential upside, then I'll be like, that's all we're looking as potential.
Look, man, you have to. What else are you looking at? There's nothing that's guaranteed. You draft someone based on what you potentially think.
No. I get what you're saying, but
So
I feel like
then,
when
what
you
the
have
fuck?
Vita Vea that he has facts that you see a season that's productive, and you look at Michael Mayer's freaking season that wasn't productive, to say, hey man, I'm going to hold on to Michael Mayer because he has the possibility of becoming a better player. I'll be like, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying for Vita Vea, who's already proven that he's a really good player. Not going to say he's elite, but he's a Pro Bowler.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not Mike.
A
A third would be pushing it for me.
I realistically think that if this trade
be a
does get
third?
done, it'll be a third.
Yeah.
1,000%.
You think it's going to be a third
know
at
what?
least?
And
Yeah.
Rebel said it earlier. We gave up a third for Geno Smith. So if
Yeah.
I'm going to give up a third for Vita Vea,
Yeah,
fuck it.
So then, yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
it.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Right?
Honestly.
Mind you, it was an extra third because it was the one we got for Tay,
For
right?
Yeah, Devontae. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, like, yeah. Mhm.
Well, let's move on from that then, because we're split here. Basically, we're 50. I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be unanimous.
no, Will thinks we're in fantasy land.
Yeah.
No, I'll be like, hey, Leo wants to trade for him, but he won't trade Michael Mayer for
Will
him.
doesn't want to get better on defense up front. He wants to stay mediocre.
We're not part of his 3-year plan. We gotta win 2. We gotta win 2 games this year so he can come to Vegas next year.
Hey, bro, I told you I'd trade
Like I told
players,
you,
and I'd
dog.
trade Michael Mayer in a heartbeat for fucking Vita Vea.
See, I like
I like
Chris's
this one.
What is it?
Mendoza for Vita Vea.
No.
That's stop.
Straight up.
Stop.
Done.
Stop.
So, it's a phone call. Yeah, this is the Raiders. Hey, we'll give you Mendoza. Yeah, okay. He's on the way. He's on the next plane.
Right? Yeah, I know. Hey, what's up with all the AOC love? I'm surprised people haven't send AOC over there. He could be
Someone
Baker.
did earlier in the
Dude,
chat.
Baker hasn't got an extension either.
So
Baker's
we're gonna
going.
move on. So we're gonna start where we were gonna start. I threw Vita Vea in just before we went on the air because I saw something pop up. So I'm like, I got to bring this up because it's one of the hot tail.
Big luck is gonna be triggered now.
So Kirk Cousins is going to begins training camp as QB1. Do you guys agree? Disagree? We'll start with Nate. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I mean, I don't think this is a very big surprise. We kind of talked about it for the past 3 weeks and everything. But I mean, like I said, I'm not surprised. It's really Kirk Cousins' job to lose at this point. But even then, I still don't think that we're going to see very much of Fernando Mendoza during the season at all. I know we're planning on going to the preseason game to see, what Fernando Mendoza looks like actually on the field.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you guys really want to go see Fernando Mendoza, or he's as hyped of a prospect as everybody says he is, I better see fucking Allegiant Stadium packed out for preseason.
Stab this guy right now.
Why does it have to be packed out for preseason?
As you guys say he is.
Yeah, and I'll be like, yo, you're basically
Fernando Mendoza is the best thing since fucking sliced bread. So
calm down, bro. Calm down.
It better be a blackout at Allegiant Stadium for a preseason game. I don't want to be
Thursday
there. Okay,
a Thursday night at 5 p.m. is not going to be a blackout, big dog. Come on.
hey,
Those are going to be expensive tickets.
No, they're not. They're
no,
like
they're
20
not.
bucks.
They're
Just saying.
right now, yeah.
This man said a preseason game needs to be sold out.
What's
I'm
up,
surprised
Steve?
If we got the next coming of Raider Jesus, I mean,
Bro, are you kidding me, bro? Have you ever seen a preseason game sold out? I've never seen a preseason.
You have never been to a Vegas 49ers.
have you been to?
have you?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
No,
have you
I
been
have
to
not.
Vegas?
See?
Not
Again,
Vegas
another guy
49er.
has no business talking about Vegas when he ain't ever been. The Vegas 49er preseason games.
It was
Get like
packed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris is going to the 49ers.
See?
preseason.
I think Cholan's gone like the last 2 years in a row. Yeah.
Doesn't he live there, though? So that's not a big
Yeah.
deal,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. The Bay Area people were all over that game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, Myra asked me if I was going. Yeah.
I highly doubt that, GFam, but I mean, I hope so. As much talk as Fernando Mendoza has been getting this entire offseason, it better be.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think we'll see him. I don't know if he'll start. I mean, game one.
He has to. You're not going to start Kirk Cousins game one.
No, but you could like at that
a
point
series.
you gotta help yourself. Yeah, you throw Kirk in for like a series, right? Then you gotta show everybody that AOC has some trade value. So you're gonna want to show him
Right,
out,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Right.
And then the scrubs start coming in.
It's the
And then you
Mendoza.
start throwing the Mendoza in. Yeah.
The scrubs. You're right.
Yeah.
I think you'll see him more against the Houston game than any game.
I figured that would be the game you'd be most worried about because that's the most dangerous game is the Houston.
Because they're going to want to see what he can do against that defense. I think that's when you'll see him the most.
Jeff, I heard you're going to the Fins game. No, man, he's going to the Raider game, Chris. He ain't going to the Fins game. What kind of fucking channel you think this is? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah, I'm going to the home opener, Chris.
Bro, that's a name I haven't seen in a while.
And then I'm going to LA for week 2.
So highlight Big Lex thing. How do y'all feel about that? Because there's a lot of fans who are mad about it not being Mendoza.
Well, what did I say last week?
I want to take this one first, actually, because
I'm waiting for these two next to me. Yeah.
Because that actually was
the guy on the end is going to be cool about it, but these two right here, that's what I've been waiting to see what they're.
Go ahead.
That was the next topic. Now that because last week when we were on, we were talking about how he wasn't signed yet and how that could be blah 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 and all that. Mm-hmm. So he's now signed. So now technically the development begins, but he's starting basically third on the depth chart. All right. And like you asked, Leo, what do we think about that? My take on it is I'd rather him at this point now sit and learn, but for value of that pick but that still bothers me. That with the number 1 overall pick, the number 1 overall, not just the first round pick, the number 1, the top pick in the draft is going to be not having any type of impact on the field during the regular season. As of right now. That's their plan going forward, is to have him sit all season behind Cousins in AOC 12 and learn the system so he's perfectly comfortable comes 2027. So 2027 is when the true measuring stick starts here. Because what he does this year isn't really going to matter much, to be honest with you, unless he gets a significant playing time in regular season games. So for the value of that pick, when we could have gone a different route, like an offensive lineman that could have started or probably would have started at some point this season and been good, or a wide receiver, or a defensive end, linebacker that could have been a plug-and-play type of guy, instead of a quarterback that's now going to sit. How is that value for that number 1 pick? That's how I look at it, But he's here. We got to deal with it. I think it's the best move for him to sit, barring any other major issues with injuries or whatever. So, Nate, go ahead. You can have at it.
Yeah, I mean, you hit it right on the head. I completely agree. It's not the fact that, because I said last week already, too, that I actually agree with Fernando Mendoza sitting and learning this whole thing, learning the process, learning to be, an NFL football player, learning behind Kirk Cousins. And I completely agree with that. The only problem I have is the value of the number 1 overall pick sitting on the bench for the entire season. That irks me. But obviously I can get around it. I brought up last week that there has been no quarterback drafted number 1 overall that sat the majority of their first year.
Not
so
recently.
This is
yeah.
We went all the way back to 1980. So I mean,
we went into the 70s, dude.
We went almost ever.
That sat the entire season?
Yes. Number 1 overall quarterback, first taken overall.
He's the first one to sit.
He's the first one to sit for the entire year. Taking number 1 overall.
And that's assuming he's going to sit.
Yeah, that's assuming that he's sitting.
Right.
He's going to sit.
He's not starting. That's what Nate was bringing up.
Because you guys said
starting majority of the games of the year.
Okay. Because I was about to say, no way all the way to the 70s. There's been times where a first rounder was taken.
But first overall quarterback.
Yeah. Number 1 overall, not just first rounder, he said.
Yeah, we went all the way back to like Terry Bradshaw, I think it was.
So every number 1 overall quarterback has started
majority of the games
no.
in year 1.
Started day 1.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Started majority of the games in their first season.
So who was the quarterback that didn't start day 1, but they started later on?
That's what I'm saying. We went all the way back to Terry Bradshaw and we didn't find one.
But you just said.
So you went back to 1977, right?
Mm-hmm.
So was there a quarterback in 1977 that was drafted?
Well, that's the last one that we went up to. That's before we got. I mean, I have to look at it again.
So it would have to be previous to 1977.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Basically.
long time.
Yeah, because I think either way, if he doesn't start game one, he is going to see playtime this season. Because I don't see Kirko, unless Kirko has a amazing fucking resurgent
Right
career
here,
type
31 quarterbacks have been drafted first round, first pick, and started week one.
Have been drafted first round, first pick, and started. 31 quarterbacks have been drafted in the first round, the first pick over and started.
So basically, every quarterback that was drafted first round, first pick has started week one. All of them.
And as of right now, excluding
This
Mendoza.
is the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Jamarcus was. Yeah.
Put that disclaimer in there.
But I'll tell you this, and if you remember, oh man, no. Just to the I get the wasting of the pick, right? Because he's not starting. So Jeff in the beginning said we could have went another way, right? We could have went O-line, solidified it. Remember that we've been in this situation before. In 2004, we picked second overall. We could have got a big-time wide receiver. We could have got a quarterback, right? We could have traded up to get Eli if we wanted to, right? Phillip Rivers was still there. There were a bunch of other quarterbacks that got drafted after. But everyone said, play it safe. Get the big offensive linemen, right? Because that's what you got to do is solidify. And what happened with that offensive lineman when we took him?
I don't want to answer.
He still didn't live up to the expectations. So there is no one right way or another. Basically, it's up to the coaching staff.
Rephrase that. He didn't live up to the expectations of a left tackle because that's what.
No, of a number two. No, of a number 2 overall pick.
Correct.
Whatever position
tackle,
it was.
He was better at guard. He did still have a career for a while in the NFL, just not with us for too long, and moved on. But he still played. He did play some game.
Some games decent, but would you have said, "Oh yeah, there's a reason he was drafted number 2 right there"?
Oh, as far as I was concerned with him, for the position he was drafted in, number wise, in the position we drafted him for on the roster position, like on the field position, it was a bust. You know, not as bad as a Marcus Russell bust, but he was still didn't live up to the hype.
And then another one, Jamarcus was the Raiders' fault because Al didn't do his homework.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Al believed to the hype and all that shit, and they didn't do their homework because everyone says that had you done your homework on this kid, you would have known he didn't have it up here, and his character to be that number 1 franchise quarterback. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Terry Bradshaw. That's crazy. Man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then again, that's us assuming he's not going to start, right? Yeah.
True. That's why I said as of right now.
As of right now, yeah.
As of right now, as we're speaking, you know, he's not slated to start any games this season. That's how they're looking at it.
So see, there you go. Roy said Carson Palmer in 2003, Jared Goff in 2016, and Baker drafted number 1 overall and didn't start.
They all season long?
No,
it's just game 1. They didn't start game 1.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the whole thing is why are we not starting the kid game 1? Yeah.
Who cares?
All right. Hey, Palmer.
Yeah, I don't care about week 1.
Week 1. Who cares?
I'm talking about majority of the games. Palmer started majority of the games. Goff, I think, is probably around 50-50. And Mayfield, I think, is around the same 50-50. But either way, they're going to start more games than Fernando Mendoza this year.
So to you with that, what would make it worth the pick? How many games do you need to see him play?
But that's the thing is that's where I kind of get back and forth is because I agree that he should sit because I don't think he was worth number 1 overall. Mm-hmm. So I agree with him sitting the entire season and learning. Again, taking him number 1 overall is the reason why I'm a little upset about the pick in general. Obviously, we were a little handcuffed considering the positional value, the availability of quarterbacks in this past draft.
That was
So
very limited because the next one wasn't until Simpson at 13, right?
12,
Mhm.
12 or 13, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were kind of basically forced into making that pick, which is just fine, I guess. But I would have rather, gotten more picks in further drafts to really
Team trade back.
stockpile our draft picks and get,
and that was
more
one route
options
they
down the
could
way.
have taken, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Will? How many games do you need to see the kid play this year?
To me, like honestly, man, like I said, I think after week 14, if he starts after week 14,
So after our bye week,
yeah, I'll be like it gives him time. It gives him time to get seasoned, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to put a game like for this year, bro. Like
Big Lex said 7.
he's the first round draft pick because he was the best player at that position, or according to the scouts that the Raiders had. Right? I don't want to get into like everybody like hey, sitting here because you know what, bro? Like we're not scouts. I don't give a fuck what we say.
Hey, bro, you found however you want, bro. You feel he was worth the number 1 overall pick?
We're not the scouts here, right? Like,
No, but
man, these guys are doing their job. For me, like I said, I'm like, I don't watch a bunch of college football. I just don't have the time. But I mean, like, if the Raiders,
Then you don't know ball.
oh yeah,
Stop being a bully,
like,
Jeffrey.
right? Because I like, but I'll be like, for me, it's like this: the Raiders drafted him because they felt like he's the position of need, right? Quarterback is the premier position, in this whole fucking thing. And at the end of the day, they felt like that's the guy they needed. And then we go back into saying if we would have traded back that pick, everybody would have been, when are we going to draft our quarterback then?
Next year?
Because it doesn't guarantee that we can draft him next year with all our draft picks and all this other shit.
Yeah.
It's always like that. So then you say, hey, you drafted the guy that you had available. To me, I just want to see the kid go out there and do his thing. I'll be like, I don't know, man. I mean, like for me, like I said, 4 games. Week 14, if he starts at week 14,
So that last part after the bye week.
and he starts doing his thing, bro, I think we're in the driver's seat for the next year.
Who won't be traded? Who's Big Left Tackle? They were drafting. We're not drafting CJ Carr, dog. We just drafted Fernando Mendoza. So any quarterback that's in college right now, get them out of your mind. The Raiders are not going to go get them.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, so let me ask you this. Well, because like everybody keeps, why are we so enamored of when Mendoza is going to start playing?
Because you want to see your franchise guy go out there and see what he has. We're so eager to already see if he has it or not.
Yeah.
Right? We're tired of losing. We want to win now. A lot of us
haven't had the quarterback position in a while.
Yeah, and we haven't had the quarterback position. And some will even say before Derek. Some will say since Derek. Right, depending on what side of the thing you sit on.
Since 2016, Derek, basically.
Right, but we haven't had a quarterback since then, bro. So we're fucking crying, and we want that fucking quarterback.
I get that, right?
Yeah.
But do you really believe that Fernando Mendoza would come in first week of the season and come in and start winning? I mean, like, are we really that delusional as a fan base?
But why?
We think this kid is going to change the whole.
Then why take him first overall?
But here's the thing.
That's why you draft someone overall, number 1, because he's going to change your franchise.
But one player never changes the whole franchise.
Oh my God! Did Joe Burrow change the Bengals?
Did Joe Burrow not have Jamar Chase?
But
he had other places, other people.
Are they still as successful without Joe Burrow? And Chase is still there. But when Joe Burrow goes down, what happens to the Bengals?
You're absolutely right.
What happens to the Bengals? All right then. So then there.
But their defense don't stop nobody. But
you're trying to tell me that Mahomes don't change a franchise?
He takes them over the hump, but he just doesn't put the team on his.
So he's changing in the franchise.
Bro, does he? Yeah, but we don't have
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams has motherfuckers talking about the Bears.
And Roy, real quick, we were talking about taking quarterbacks that were taken first overall. None of those were taken with the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
Brady was a 6th-round pick, and Mahomes was like number 12 or 16.
Yeah, Mahomes was after 13. Herbert and then. And
Montana, nobody even knew enough about Montana. He wasn't what everybody thought he was in college.
I get why fans want to see him, but I also understand like what Nate is talking about. You don't want to. We have the luxury of not having to rush him.
Yeah.
If Kirko wasn't here, and I asked that earlier, if Kirko wasn't here,
Then
and
you
it
have
was
to start him.
then it was just AOC and whatever dumb shit we have, whether it was Smith or
Yeah.
Minshew. At that point, I would be like, "Fuck all those other guys."
Yeah. No, exactly.
Yeah,
And I think what Roy just said here too is one of the other reasons why they're not
Yeah.
rushing to get him out there. We don't know what
Right.
this offensive line's really going to be like.
But
And I know
even
everybody
that-
tells me all the time, we're going to be better. You don't know that. We have no freaking
Caleb
clue.
didn't get thrown into with the best offensive line.
No,
Joe obviously didn't get thrown in there with the
not
best,
at all.
right? Yeah. Who else? JD5. But he wasn't even number 1 overall, but yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no, but you're right. Look what happened in Drake May in the Super Bowl when they didn't have an O-line to block
Yep.
for him.
And that was their first round pick, their left guard, and he was awful.
Yeah.
He got owned in the entire playoffs. He got owned on the left side.
Yeah.
Wasn't
And-
during the regular season because he played against lesser talent.
yeah.
Once they got into the playoffs and you're playing the best of the best, he was getting his ass handed to him.
I want to see Mendoza play, but I also want it to be when we see it, and we'll see it on the field, bro. We'll see it. Like, oh, this motherfucker's ready. Put him in there. Like that year when DC got the start over the Schaub or whatever, that Seahawk game. Like you saw it, like, oh, this motherfucker. Put him
Yeah.
in. And we only won like 3 games that year, right? With Carr's first year, like 3 or 4 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as fans, you were excited, like, oh, you finally got the quarterback. Now we could start doing some shit, right?
Whoa, easy on the excited part.
You didn't get excited when we had Carr that year and what you saw? And then that was what, 20?
Oh, you were talking about. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking
No.
about. that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when we saw Carr, and even though they lost, but we knew in our heads we had a quarterback final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, that's. In all
Mhm.
honesty, I mean, he's the best quarterback we've had since Gannon, plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and until proven otherwise, Carr is the best quarterback this team's had since Rich Gannon.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to argue that point, go for it because you
Oh, no,
know,
since I mean, that's why I think people were mad moving off from him because he didn't have a plan. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not pushing to see the kid start. Only because I want to make sure this kid is 100% ready, and this
Yeah.
team is ready to support him in front at the line. The receivers are better than we expect because the receiving room right now is scary. It really is. The tight end room, I don't have a problem with. The running back room, I think we're a little bit better than last year, obviously. My biggest worry right now is the support he's going to get in the receiving game.
Thank you,
outside
Chris.
of Pop Powers. That's
Thank
the
you,
big
Chris.
issue.
Hey, with that one, it puts us at 44 members, y'all. So appreciate and shout out to all of
Nice.
y'all, man. I noticed that today. So if I go on tomorrow with the Poodle Crew, we'll do a little giveaway for the members, and I have the cards right here. So we'll give away one of the Brock Bauer rookie cards. Yeah.
Ooh.
The hot dog cards?
No, not the hot dog ones, man. I kind of want to keep those. I think we can have some fun with those during the season. I have some plans for those during the season. We're gonna give out
Thanks, Chris, for being a member on my channel. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, bro. But yeah.
Thank you.
I agree with that, Jeff. Yeah. But I don't want to see it like, oh, the team has to be ready. I'm not worried about the team being ready. I want the kid to be ready. Him to understand how to recognize blitzes. Him to understand where my check down is, how Kubiak's system works.
Mhm.
Then he can make the most out of what's in front of him at that point.
I mean, he's obviously a positive type kid, which we've seen. All that media training for him
Trained.
paid off.
Trained kid.
Chris with the 5 gifted memberships on my channel. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very, very much.
You guys are still with the train thing, huh?
Dude, listen to
He
him.
said
talk.
he was trained.
Yeah, he admitted it himself. So anyway, so he seems like he's a very confident kid. Nothing tends to rattle him. That's what you hear. That's what you see. I don't want to see the speed of this game crush this kid if we put him out there too soon, and the team is not built right. In other words, whether it's
Do you think his confidence is that low?
His
No.
confidence
No.
is that low. It's not.
No,
that
I'm saying that's what I'm not. That's the opposite of what I'm saying. His confidence is high right now. But if he goes out there and he takes a shit because he didn't happen to him in Indiana. He
What
wasn't
didn't
out there
happen to him?
beatings on a regular basis.
Oh, did you not watch the playoff game?
Yeah, but you know what? again, you're playing the best of the best at that point.
Yeah,
It's a
so he
little-
took a beating. The Miami game,
yeah, but
I'll
he'll
give
take
him
a bigger
that.
beat.
He
If
took
with a
beating.
weak offensive line, he'll take a bigger beating in the
Yeah.
NFL than he would in college. Okay,
Yeah.
you're talking bigger, faster guys that don't give a shit and they're going to knock your block off. They don't care. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's what you don't want to have happen. Is you don't want to have this kid come out there and stop playing, and all of a sudden his first game to start is against the Rams, against Myles Garrett and what they got going on over there.
Aaron
Hey,
Donald.
you're starting today. Good luck, buddy. And then turn the other way and just close your eyes and pray for the best.
Yeah.
You know, so that's my take on it. I don't want to go out. I don't want him to go out there and his confidence level starts to drop because he feels as though he can't do the job that he was hired to or drafted for.
I think that's what I was trying to ask you. Do you think he's that fragile? We're getting hit like that or a setback like that he won't be able to recover from?
Again, the game speed and strength of players in the NFL is different from college. So when he takes his first full shot from somebody, like a blitzing corner coming in and cleaning his
Well, he's
clock,
playing Houston, so Will Anderson. Say Will Anderson
exactly.
comes in, right? Or Daniil Hunter, right? Yeah.
that's going to wake him up. Will it kill his confidence? No, but if it's happening on a consistent basis, he's going to feel in his head, just like I would if I was back there playing quarterback. I can't do what I was brought here to do. It's not necessarily my fault, but every time I go back there and receive a snap, I'm getting my ass whooped because these guys can't block for me. You know, you become gun shy, basically.
I don't know. I think the great ones overcome that because they're that great.
Yeah, well, we don't know what he is yet, so you can't even sit there and say he's great. So you have no idea what you've got yet until he gets under the, until he's under the gun. So I just want him to be as prepared as possible. That's what I
Oh
look.
shoot! What up, Dre Dog? Dre Dog in the house.
Yeah.
No, and I guess that's why I was asking.
He's the
that.
future of this team, and I don't want to see our future get taking a beating where he gets injured, and then now it's hinders him for the rest. He's an injury prone now because of something.
Can somebody ask Anthony why that matters?
Who was the most coaching experience on this panel? Not me. I've coached 1 year.
No, but why? But why? Why does that matter? And coach what? At what level?
Yeah.
Right?
What sport?
What sport?
What sport? That's a good
Right.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, or why? Like why? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think his demeanor will or anything that he's that type where he wouldn't be able to bounce back from something like that?
I don't think it's that, Cheeto. I don't think that you're talking that this kid is weak-minded. I think like as
I don't think
any
he
other
is. I
person,
don't think he
you
is,
look
yeah.
at it and you say that this is a developmental thing, right? And you look at him as the first pick in the draft and you value that guy. And you say, hey, if he gets hurt, if he gets injured, if he gets this, you're looking at it as a long-term thing. I think some coaches will look at it, hey, I need to win right now. And you're going to insert them to please people and go and try to go win with them right now. And there's another coach that's going to be like, hey, I feel like I have Kirk Cousins who has everything that you want. Because I think, Cheeto, you hit something on the head, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, hey.
Yes, I beat you all because I've been doing fantasy since '91. So I
you've
got
been
the
doing
most.
You've been doing fantasy since you had to take the stats out of the paper.
Yeah, it's kind of touchdowns.
But
Yeah.
you hit something on the head, Cheeto. You said this kid needs to be ready to, one, command the offense, know what's going on, know how to move guys around before you put them out there.
Right.
And if you already have Kirk Cousins, who's very efficient at that, he has to beat out Kirk Cousins.
Right.
You have to prove that you're the better guy.
Uh-huh.
So at the end of the day, I don't think it's that he's too fragile. I don't think that it's all that. I think, man, you just got to prove that you know what the fuck you're doing.
Right.
And at the end of the day, hey, man, it doesn't matter where you're drafted. Tom Brady has proven that. He was drafted in the 6th fucking round.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Yes.
happen all the time.
No, but he got 6 fucking ships, and he's shown that, hey,
How many Tom Brady's have there been in the history of
just
the league?
one. You're right.
So then why look, it happened with Brady? Like to me,
But
that
I'd be like,
argument's-
hey,
it's rare that shit happens.
I'm not saying that that's what I'm trying to say. It's rare.
Yeah.
It's rare that there's a quarterback that's ready to come in and perform at that level and take that team and like do those things. So I'm like, I don't know why people expect this kid to immediately have that because he's the first round draft pick.
And that's
or he's
why
the first
though.
pick.
Because when you pick someone as high as these guys are saying, that's the expectation, right? If not,
Caleb
why did
Williams
you
was
take
the
him?
last playoff? Joe Burrow was the last Super Bowl.
Yeah. Joe Burrow and Caleb Williams, which is recent.
Yeah.
Right? And JD5 took his team to the NFC Championship game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And all those teams may win under coaching changes. They went under various changes. They just didn't just get one guy. In order for
Caleb was
those
more successful when they brought in a competent offensive-minded coach.
Yep.
And they
Had
beefed
they-
up their offensive line too.
Yeah,
that
had
was
they
their
kept
priority.
had they kept Eberflus, Caleb would still be like running
Oh,
for
yeah.
his life, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. So there had to been changes around him for him.
But then
them
that
to be successful.
also supports my wanting to get more draft picks
Yeah.
because then no one is really truly ready for a quarterback, or your team gets just too good to go get the quarterback that you want or the best quarterback available.
But what if Chicago would have did that? What if they would have traded away the opportunity to get Caleb, to add more draft picks, to build the team? Then they would have missed out on Caleb.
Yeah, exactly.
They could have had Mendoza.
True.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, my-
But,
They could have traded away that pick to us, goddammit.
but that's the thing. Chicago did have the number one overall
did.
pick. They traded it.
That one
And
was
ended
from
up
the Panthers one, right?
The Panthers trade, yeah.
Yeah.
They had the number one overall pick. The Panthers traded up to go get it,
'Cause
and
they
they
didn't-
ended up getting
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
See, and that year the Bears were smart because they weren't trying to fuck with Bryce Young,
Bryce Young
and CJ that
CJ
way.
Stroud, yeah.
Yeah, they were at that point like you're saying we're not ready right now, so we're gonna trade this one away. And then when that draft came,
And they got
They
more
ended up-
picks. They
they ended
traded
up with Caleb and Dunze, right?
Yep.
Caleb
Ramazona
and
Dunze.
Dunze. They traded a draft pick for DJ Moore.
DJ
They
Moore.
trade. They
Okay.
trade that in that same trade. They got DJ Moore.
Yeah.
And there's multiple picks that they got, and they compacted that with getting Caleb Williams the next year.
Yeah. I think what helped Caleb the most was the coach, though.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yeah, even if they beefed up
100%.
that O line, I think that's what helped Caleb.
Well,
with
I mean, the
having-
first thing he did when he got there was he grabbed the two offensive linemen from KC. He brought in a running game. You know, I mean, he totally changed that team. I mean, look where they went last year. Nobody expected Chicago to do what they did last year with a first-time head coach. Hell no. And that's why I think people or fans feel that can happen with us this year. Because Kubiak's such a great
Kubiak
offensive
is the new Ben
lineman.
Johnson. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Like we could go far in the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I hope we do, but I'm not expecting it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm rolling the dice this year. I'm just going to watch the game, enjoy it for what it is. Win or lose, I don't care. I'm not going to be sitting there being pissed if we only win 5 games.
No,
I
Chris,
agree.
I'm sorry, bro. What helped Caleb was having Ben Johnson.
No,
That-
I agree.
that
I
was
agree
the
with
difference
Cheeto.
for him,
Was
man.
Ben Johnson.
Yeah. Ben
But
Johnson.
if you guys look at it, man, we're doing a
The
lot
O-line
of the
was
same
part of it.
things that the Bears did.
So,
We're addressing O line. We got a quarterback. We got our quarterback. We're doing a lot of the same processes that Chicago has already gone through. So I think we're on
but
the right
Chicago stepped themselves up though by that
They
trade
did.
that Nathan's talking about.
path. Absolutely.
Which is what these guys wanted to do with team trade back. Because it would have
Right.
been like doing what we kept saying it on the offseason, right? Do what the Bears did. Do what the
especially
Bears did.
in my thing
Yeah.
too.
Obviously, they got
especially-
lucky with getting the number one overall pick the next year.
Obviously, they got lucky
But-
because
yeah.
Carolina sucked, and then they ended up with the number
Yeah.
one overall pick.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
the thing too is, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say now too.
What? Because while Jeff remembers, I guess as much as I've been praising Mendoza this show, I also think that him and Caleb are different level type players.
Go ahead,
Like
Jeff.
I think Mendoza will benefit from Kubiak, but I think
Mhm.
Caleb benefits from Ben. But then Caleb also has that Caleb after.
Yeah, he has.
It don't matter. It's just fucking. And if you didn't watch that Rams Bears playoff game, then you don't know what I'm talking about. 'Cause
Oh,
it
yeah.
showed up in that fucking game, bro. Like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like,
I remember what I was going to say
go for
because
it.
we had Cousins before the draft. We brought
Yes.
him in before the draft. As
Yes.
soon as they did the pro day with Mendoza, we signed Kirk Cousins.
Mhm.
So even at that point, we still had the opportunity to not take him number 1 overall, trade
Yeah.
back, get
Yeah.
additional players, because we were going to go into this season with Cousins no matter what, basically, is what they were saying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? So if you rebuild the offensive line, which is why I would have rather gone the trade back route, so we could beef it. Because to be honest with you, I don't think we brought in enough offensive linemen.
No, it's
No.
still young and what ifs. Yeah.
Yeah, and
What if
I'm
JPJ
not
don't
really
get
that
hurt?
comfortable
What
with
if
it. That's why
Rodgers- yeah.
I'm optimistic that I know they're
Mhm.
going to probably be better than last year. Just the coaching change with Dennison alone.
Yeah, that's
But
a
the
big one.
talent-
Coaching.
It's big, yeah.
The talent, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I still say it's a crapshoot. Do I expect last year repeat of offense? No.
No,
No.
no YouTube videos on how to block this year.
Oh, damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't,
But-
it's funny you bring up Kubiak because I think that's what makes it different.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have that offensive-minded coach who's shown, and to me, he convinced me when he won the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. If you won a fucking Super Bowl with Sam Darnold, Jesus Christ, because Sam Darnold was being thrown around like, bro, no, right? But obviously, there's something that this guy does as a coach with these quarterbacks, and he believed in Mendoza, bro. He believed in Mendoza to take him number 1. Yeah. Mm-mm.
So we're going
Trust
to move
this
on to the
guy.
next thing.
Yeah.
So Max
What's
is
the
ready to
ones?
work with the ones, is what was said. So he said he's ready to practice.
Wow.
Ones, bro. He
First-
is the one. Come on.
The only
Nathan,
one.
First team-
Nathan, you take
I
this.
know.
Hey, he's coming off injury, so you never know if they were going to start him slow or not. But they're saying that he's going to work with he's going to be with the first team during the opening session,
That just sounds weird, man.
especially coming up. I know it. Well, I mean, again, he's coming off injury, so do you want to put him out there against, the best on your team, supposedly?
Wasn't
So-
it brought
It's
up like,
training
is he
camp.
going to be full participant or is he going to be eased in? And then Kubiak was like, no, he's going all in.
Yeah, he's going right in with the first team, so that's
Yeah.
it. So that, I guess, if there's any doubts on that injury, I mean, that pretty much tells you that they're not worried. So I think Baltimore's going to kick.
Fucking
themselves.
Big Leg is look at it. Will Max finish with the ones?
Fucking.
Are you guys believers of that? That Max has a big chip on his shoulder, so he's going
Thanks,
to ball out?
moderator, again. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah.
You go first.
Yeah, I said it before. I think so. I'll be
Yeah.
like, you just got. I'll be like, as a man's pride, right? And pride. I'll be like, Cheeto, you have pride. We all have pride, and I think as a man, you go and you try to do the best in your business, and then you got told by this guy, these people, hey man, you're damaged goods. We're going to return you to that team. Fuck, man, and you feel slighted because he came out on the podcast, said everything he said that happened over there. I'm not gonna get into like the whole fucking thing of how he felt like he got treated, but yeah, I feel like he got slighted, and I think when you feel slighted, you work harder. I think you just get that itch much. Shit, Cheeto, I've seen you when you get a chip on your shoulder, bro. You a fucking animal, you. You got this agenda, yeah. Cheeto gets an agenda. He gets like
The
this
agenda.
calendar thing on the board, bro. He like wakes up and he looks in the mirror and he's like, I am the man.
I'm that mean, bro. I'm just a chill guy.
No, but I mean, like, I think everybody gets it, right? Like, you just
Right,
go
right,
like, hey,
right.
man, like, these people just fucking made me feel like shit. And I mean, like, at the end of the day, they reneged on the trade. And for him to be here right now, because remember, according to the Ravens, he would not be able to participate for training camp or
The Ravens felt that he wasn't where they said he was at. Yeah.
right? That he wouldn't be at camp or whatever, or that he wasn't according to schedule.
Right.
But bro, here he is at the very big first day of rookie training camp. It wasn't even like veterans because he had to come in with the rookies, and he's ready to go.
Yeah, he was doing his little AJ Lee skips. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he's doing his thing. So, hey, at the end of the day, like, that makes me question things. But hey, I think he's gonna have a huge chip. He has a chip on his shoulder, and he has something to prove.
Right.
Just my thoughts.
What about you, Nate? You said no. You shook your head now.
I mean, yes. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard.
No,
because
yes.
Yeah, because Max Crosby is just one of those people that he's always constantly trying to get better, just in general.
Okay.
So obviously, this is going to give him a little bit of self motivation. But the reason why I think that he's going to ball out this year is not because of his own internal motivations. I think it's because the defense is better suited to help him get to that higher echelon of defensive end that Jeff rated him the second best defensive end in the NFL last year. So. Last week. So
I love how he threw that over to be like Jeff.
Yeah.
I thought he said he wasn't even in the top 10 last time I heard.
It was a blind ranking, and
Yeah.
I only had number 2 left, and he threw Max on me. I'm like, well, I got to put him number 2. I had no open slots anymore at that point.
Well, according to the list, he was number 4, right? And that says a lot.
Yeah.
Having not even finished the season. Yeah.
Exactly. But I think this is probably one of the better defenses that the Raiders are going to have, at least in the time that they've been in Vegas, that Max Crosby has had to play with. And I think that's going to be, the biggest thing for Max Crosby in his statistical standpoint for 2026 is going to be the defense is going to be a lot more well-rounded than it really ever has been.
Right. How about you, Jeffrey?
I don't remember what the question was now.
Do you believe in the Max is going to have a breakout year because he has a chip on his shoulder thing?
Shouldn't he have already had breakout? I mean, why we're in year, 7?
That's why I asked him last.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're coming out with, is he going to have a breakout year? You're shitting me, right? That's the
No,
question.
I'm not shitting you.
If it's a chip on his shoulder, if he's going to play with the chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, but he said breakout season.
Yeah,
if we're in year 7, I mean, what have we still got Tyree on the team and waiting for him to break out?
Bro, you did not just call him Tyree.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Why are you sitting here saying it's a breakout season for him? That's just bad. You didn't word that right. You left it wide open for me to rip on it.
But why? But why are you ripping on it? Why is it not?
Yeah, but you don't sit there and say, is he going to have a breakout season? No. Is he going to have a better statistical year than past? Yeah, it's not a breakout. I mean, a breakout's like he's done nothing in the past, which he really
you're the one who says he hasn't in the last 2 years. That's why I said breakout.
Just on the sack category.
Oh,
if he's not fired up for this season, then somebody's got to check his pulse because of the way that he was treated by the Ravens. He was obviously all for the trade to go there. He had no problem with it. Okay. But then they did him dirty. So it's a good thing we're not playing the Ravens this year for the Ravens, because I mean, he may do a few things that out of his character possibly because of how he was treated. That was disrespectful, plain and simple.
It was.
It was.
It doesn't matter who the player was, whether I like them or not, or think they're good or not. That was just fucking wrong. That's like
being a dirty
hired.
old man, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like getting hired at a new job, and all of a sudden you show up there, and they're like, no, after you've already gave your notice to your original job, and you already left them, and now no, we don't want you now. We heard something, and now you're out. It's like, what the fuck, Now you got to go with your tail between your legs back to your original place and go, can I have my job back?
Jason Marshall said 16 is the record for the Raiders. He has to break that at least.
That's where I'm at. If he does 16, if he has 16 sacks,
he has to break records for him to be valid.
And that would be a breakout season, right?
He has to break records. He has to hold a single season record in the Raiders history for him to be a good player.
Yeah, I think he's a good player, but I think I get with Jeff. Like I didn't want him to leave, but when the trade happened, I got excited. Yes, we missed pick 13, whatever. Because you get 2 first-rounders.
I was more excited because it shut up all the people that said, Max not going anywhere. He's never getting traded. And next thing you know, boom, traded to Baltimore. I'm like, oh, how'd that work out for you? Yeah. Too bad Baltimore bitched out. But, I mean, look at how many people said Max ain't going anywhere. He's not traded. He's a Raider for life. And the next thing you know, he's traded. It says Flock Nation on the way out, which pissed people off.
I guess it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all. Like
I know it's not a thing.
If I'm working at company A, right, and then company B hires me, as soon as I get to B, I say fuck A. Like shit. I'm here. Y'all paying me now. Shit. Yeah. But then you're right. Now I got to come back to A. Like, hey man, what's up, y'all? How's it going?
Yeah, after you made a post on something and said,
You're right.
That place. Yeah.
Oh man. Raider Ryan. Great players make great plays in big games to win games. I don't believe we have seen what Max is capable of because about 65% of the games. Yeah, that's the other part.
Very
In
true.
order to make game-changing situations, you got to be in a game-changing type of game and not getting blown out.
So
Right.
we'll move on to the next one. Oh, we beat the shit out of the Max thing. Jerron McCoy. So he returns. Development or overhype, but I know it came out from Kubiak today that all players are healthy. Everybody's in camp. There's no injury issues right now based on what he said today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's good news. But overall, where do you see McCoy fitting in this secondary? Where what's your take on them? We'll start with Will.
Oh man! Hey, first of all, congratulations, Hobo, bro. That's fucking huge.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane, bro.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thanks for
bro.
paying me to celebrate it, but I appreciate it.
I know, right?
Nah, he sent me a message the other day when he finally hit it and he was all excited.
How did you do it, Hobo? How did you do it, by the way?
I know. Hold on. Let me write it down.
Let me write it down. All right. So I'll tell you guys this.
Oh, she sent me
Congrats, Hobo. That's
stars.
awesome.
Hey, shout out to Dre Dog. She sent me 99 stars on Facebook.
Oh, fire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So if we look at it, right, Jerron McCoy, bro, like here's my thing. If he starts and everything is according to what people are saying and his knee is good, this kid is going to be a top flight corner. I mean, like he's a number one talent, right? But I'm more concerned about the knees. Like, honestly, I don't want to put this kid out there and put him in a position that we're going to fuck him up. Or, like, I'd rather, again, if he has to get surgery or another surgery done or whatever it is with the knee for it to be more secure, I'd rather do that. But if the kid's flying around and he's going out there and they say he's ready to go, bro, this is an exciting time for Raider Nation. I mean, like, the kid is supposed, like, again, this is what everybody's telling me. I don't know this.
Who's everybody? Who's telling me?
Cheeto has told me that this kid was a.
This is the first time we've ever talked about Jerome.
No. You have said that he's. Hey, you said that he was talented. You said before he got
super
hurt.
talented.
You see, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, I listen, bro. I had people like, but I don't know personally, right? Because I said I haven't watched very many of his games. I think I watched
you're basing it off what we've said because we remember him in college. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know because I've only watched one of his games. So if that's what they're saying, and I mean, like, what I'm hearing, I'm like, bro, we should have a super talented kid. But I'll be like, it's kind of crazy to think that we picked up this kid in the fourth. You know,
because of his injury.
Yeah. And I'd be like, that's my only concern is are we pushing him to come back too early from this injury? Or I don't know the seriousness, and you guys would know more about that.
First of all, let's just to kind of put this in context. He hasn't played a football game in almost 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Okay.
Going on 2 years.
That's the big thing. It's an ACL, okay, which anybody that's had an ACL surgery, whether you tore it or whatever, you got to look at Kuntz. You got to get over that hump of
year 2.
Yeah, year 2 is usually when you start to, and he's going to be at that now. Yeah. So it's more of a mental thing with the ACL. I know I say this all the time, but it's true. You know, it's that mental aspect of knowing what you can and can't do on that knee, or the confidence to do what you used to do on that knee. And as a corner, you're making a lot of quick cuts, quick stops. You know, I mean, when he goes out there for the first time and starts planting that foot on that leg to make that pivot for whatever, you know it's in his head right there, because he's going to be waiting, because you'll hear it. You hear the snap. It's just like popping a cork off a champagne bottle. He's going to be waiting for that sound because it's going to be in his head mentally. So it's that first time. It's going to happen with Mahomes this year too. Remember that. Mahomes going to have
There's a video floating around about him being cautious with his knee, right? With his fist right now.
Yeah.
I saw
which
that
I
video.
understand. It's 100% relatable. I totally get it. 20 years later, I still scared shitless of ice. It still bothers me because that's how I did mine. I snapped mine at a fire on a sheet of ice, went down hard, bang, knee gone. It sucks, So it's psychological, 100%. So that's a big stretch. Almost 2 years of no football.
It is, yeah. The other day they were talking about it's been a year and a half since he's played actual ball. By the time the season starts, yeah.
And if he doesn't make the starting roster, I mean, it may be a few games before we see him. So it really could be 2 full years since he last played.
Honestly, the only thing that stops him from starting is his health. If his knee is good, his injury is good, the talent alone, he's playing, bro. He's corner 1 probably within like a couple weeks, bro.
Yeah,
of how good he is.
Yeah, honestly.
The only issue is the health of the knee, right? How did he come back? How does he come back from that surgery? Yeah,
money truck. I had that in 2011.
Gastric bypass. Damn.
I got down. I was almost 600 pounds.
Jesus Christ, man! Shout out to y'all, man. Damn.
Y'all
make me feel skinny. I weigh like 240, and I think I need to go down.
All right, so this was 2011. Within the first 2, I got all the way down to 275. That was the lowest I got after surgery. But then I shot back up, unfortunately. So, Nate, what's your take on McCoy?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with what Leo was saying. I think he has all of the talent to really be the number 1 corner in this DB room right now. It really just depends on how comfortable he is, like you said, with that knee. Is he healthy? I know we hear the report that he is, but it's going to take him some time to get back into football shape, to get back on the field and, figure everything out. It's going to take a couple of weeks for him to really figure out the NFL game. It's going to it takes a lot for a rookie to just figure out the NFL just in general, let alone him coming off of 2 years of no collegiate football and then going right into the NFL. That's going to be difficult. We're going to have to give him some time. We can't just expect him to come in and be, this great hyped player that we all expect him to be eventually. I really think that he could be this number 1 DB. I don't know if we're going to see it until probably towards the end of the year, though. We're going to see flashes, of course, here and there, depending on how much he actually plays this year. But I don't think he's going to actually take over the possible number 1 spot until, later in the season, probably into next year.
Oh, okay.
So real quick, Nate, Ani asked, he goes, what do you like best in Vegas? Name one thing you don't like about Vegas. Don't say the Heat.
The Heat, bro.
What do I like best about Vegas? I mean, the same thing could be said about LA too. Like, there's just so much stuff to do here. Like, there is you're never going to be bored. Like, you have to actively try here, honestly. Like, there's so much stuff going on all the time, every single weekend. So that's probably what I like best, is that there's always something going on. There's always something to do. The thing I hate the most, I don't know if I have been here long enough to say something I hate.
No. What about those tourists from California?
I know, ruining my Nevada. These California guys always coming in here ruining my Nevada. No, honestly, like I said, I haven't been here long enough to say something I really hate. I mean, the heat obviously kind of sucks, but you try to stay inside as much as possible, so that's not too bad. I mean, the drivers aren't the greatest, but that's really everywhere. So
what's not the greatest?
The drivers. Callista was just texting me too. She's like, the drivers. Talk about the drivers. So
the driving.
The drivers. Yeah, they're not the greatest, but
traffic's not as bad as LA though.
Not at all. Not even close. So.
That's true. Nate's a local.
And no, I will not be an A's fan. The Angels have to come to Vegas every year when they play the A's because they're in the same division, guys.
Oh, so you're not switching baseball teams?
Hell no.
Everyone's going streaking.
Happy birthday to you, Damon, by the way. It's his birthday today.
We're going streaking. I think it's Mike's birthday, too. From Raw.
Oh, is it?
No,
Shout out to Mike, man. Happy birthday, Big Mike. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to just cover camp battles because Kubiak said there's battles everywhere this season. Here are the four that I think deserve the most attention: quarterback, interior offensive line, wide receiver, and the defensive backfield. So at guard, the Raiders need to identify the best combination around center Linderbaum and tackles Colton Miller and DJ Glaze. Caleb Rogers, Spencer Buford, Jackson Powers Johnson give the coaches different strengths. Who do you think would be the starting five if you had to make this decision right now?
It's too soon, man. I don't know what they look like. It's too soon. I don't know what they look like out there right now.
Yeah. And they practiced today, so I mean, they get an idea. So
yeah, you don't have an idea. It's way too soon.
Put it on record now. Let's see what happens.
Oh my!
Oh God!
Okay,
it's too soon to know, bro. And they haven't even. It's day one.
Yeah. Well, who do you think's got an upper hand? Does JPJ have an upper hand because of his experience over Buford, or does Buford have an upper hand because he's played more games? You know what I mean? Use your imagination, man.
Wow.
Come on, Disney World, this shit.
You are Fantasy Island this shit today. Like, oh man. I guess just based on the guys that I like, right? It would be Colton, JPJ. Who'd be the other guard, bro? Rogers, and then Glaze at the tackle. Yeah,
I hate the beach too name.
Yeah, and then the Glaze at the tackle. Yeah, those would be my five. Mm-hmm. Well, and that's just because I'm more leaning towards because I like JPJ. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, like I'm with Leo. We're really early in this, but Colton Miller.
I think that's
for some reason I said this last night, so I'll give it a try. At left guard, maybe Trey Zune. I'm gonna put because I think he's really athletic because of his abilities to play inside and outside. So
you're a coach.
Your left guard usually pulls. Hey. Oh, who the fuck? When did I say that?
No, I'm just saying, like you would know, like you would see it. Yeah.
No, you're a fucking asshole. This guy.
Yeah.
Then you already got Tyler Lindenberg is already locked in at center, right? So then you go right guard. Fuck, man. Shit. I think I was gonna ask you guys this. I think JPJ is a make it or break it year for him, but for right now, for all intents and purposes, I'll put JPJ because I think that's where he should play, is right guard. Because you need a mauler. I don't think he's a thinker. He's a mauler, you know. And for
are you saying he's dumb? Are you saying the guy that graduated from Oregon is dumb?
Bro,
not out loud.
Did you just say he's not a thinker? He's
in Minecraft. He is.
Hey, bro.
Right? You just call my boy JPJ dumb.
I called him a mauler, bro.
You said he's not a thinker.
Bro. There's some guys, bro, that you coach and you
just called
him
a fucking meathead, huh?
Bro, there's some guys, yes, that are fucking meatheads, and they go to college and they graduate. Bro.
That's on the record.
Arvell Reese.
Arvell
Reese had a 0.4 GPA in high school.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes. But I'll be like, and then at right tackle, I'll go with Glaze just because of, like, from what I've been hearing, again, this is Q Myers and people on, like, you know, Vinny Vincignori and stuff. They're saying that Glaze is going to get the look at right tackle.
They blamed a lot of that on the formations and the shotgun.
Yeah, so
why Glaze has such a bad season.
Yeah, because they were saying that the shotgun gives him that he has to drop too much vertically, so then they freaking have to cross his face.
Yeah,
that exposes that. Yeah. So
hey, where are you on the line?
Yeah, I think it right now, if I had to guess what the ones look like, it would probably be Miller, Buford, Linderbaum, JPJ, and Glaze.
Damn.
So you got JPJ at right guard right now too.
Yeah.
What about you, Jeff? What's your five?
Miller, Buford, Linderbaum. I'm going to stick with JPJ for now.
Uh-huh.
And right now, still Glaze. I'm not, like I said, I'm not throwing Glaze to the wolves just yet.
Yeah.
Because of how last year went. But but I think both of them are on the hot seat, to be honest with you, because Grant's going to have something to say about it. Rogers is going to have something to say, and if the talk or the hype, or the way people look at Zoom, if he has that potential, I mean, he could actually be at some point the Miller's replacement. He better get a lot of play at left tackle in preseason. That's my feeling.
I thought
Because
tackle was the thing that they said he hasn't played as much as the other positions.
It doesn't matter. He's still got the size and the ability. He can do it. But they need to seriously consider finding that next left tackle either on this roster, or if they don't find it, get one. You got to start looking for one next year for sure.
You don't think Trey Zune's that guy?
I just said, if he is that guy, if he's not that guy, they need to figure this out. They need to work with somebody to be that new future left tackle. And if Zune's the guy, then go for it. That's why I'm saying he needs to get as much play time in preseason at left tackle, because we need to find that replacement for Miller. We got 2 years with him.
So
we got this year and next year, and that's it. And if we don't find a replacement soon, we're going to be behind the 8 ball left tackle, and that's where we don't want to be.
So riddle me this then, Batman. If Zune is that guy because he's that talented and his size, why can't he beat out Buford at guard? Why do we have Buford slotted at guard?
I said if he lives up to the hype that people are putting on him.
Yeah. But couldn't he play guard either?
Good, but right now for the experience, I've got Buford there.
Just because of his, because Buford wasn't like this great free agent we got.
No, I know that, but he's got the experience. He's the third longest tenured player in the NFL.
Not one Meredith, but
I was gonna say Meredith. I was honestly.
Yeah.
Do you guys think we're going to carry 9 offensive linemen or 8 this year?
Bro, I'm still trying to figure out the 5. You're over here about how many we're going to carry.
No, I mean,
I think it's an issue if Rogers, JPJ, even Zoom, if they can't beat out Buford.
I agree with you. I agree with you there, Cheeto. Yeah.
Because these guys are supposed to be our young guys who we're going to develop and get something out of. And you're telling me they can't beat this vet that's been here who hasn't really done shit other than just knows the system? Because leader, we don't need you as a leader vet. We have Lindenbaum in the middle for that. So we don't need him for that. We don't need you for that.
Will, you asked the question on 7 or 9 guys. So right now the starting 5, if you look at the full depth chart, it's Millis, Buford, Lindenbaum, JPJ, and Glaze. The backups are you've got Rogers isn't going anywhere. Grant's not going anywhere. Zune is probably not going anywhere. Meredith isn't going anywhere. So there's at least 8, actually 9. That's 9 right there. Dalton Wagner, I think he may be odd man out this year.
I think Wagner will be out.
Yeah, for sure.
Putnam's probably going to be gone too.
Please buy, please.
Yeah. And then the other guys you have here is you've got Antonio Maffei, you got Justin Pickett, Isaiah Jada, Kamal Missouri, and Nicholas Henning. These are all like 3rd and 4th string guys.
Yeah, I don't see those guys.
I don't see any of these 3rd stringers making this roster.
Maffei, the practice squad, but that's
maybe. Some of them are going to obviously go to the practice squad.
Yeah.
I mean, Dalton Wagner may go to the practice squad. I mean, the guy's big as hell. He's a monster, but
please don't wear Will Putnam, please.
Looks like Frankenstein, plays like Jane.
Yeah, I guess I'm just the only one that would see that as an issue for beats out the younger guys. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Now you see what I'm talking about, how I'm not still 100% confident in what we've got for an O-line. There's still some question marks here.
Yeah.
Until we get out there and see what the product looks like. So this still could be issues.
I do like what Edgar Souza just said. If you put Trey Zune next to Tyler Lindenbaum, he can learn from.
That's why I was saying I would like to see him at that other best part.
Like he's listening, he's watching, he's observing. He's right there in the mix, still getting reps. And if Colton Miller goes down, you can still kick him out. Yeah, you kick him out, then you put in the number 2 left guard, and you still got your number 2 left tackle.
What about Trent Williams Grant? Right, he's supposed to be.
He's not going anywhere. He'll make the roster. It's just a matter of does he make it as a starter or just a second stringer.
Can he play left tackle?
He played what, mostly right last year?
right?
'Cause we
Yeah.
forced in on left. I mean, he could be Glaze out.
Bring back to Alex Kappa. Hell no.
Who's the backup tackles on the roster?
Well, Grant is the backup to Colt
Grant.
Miller. And Dalton Wagner is now the right. He's the second right tackle.
Where's Trey Zoom listed?
Left guard, back up to Buford. So I mean, that could be the battle right there.
He's projected as a guard. That's why.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, he could be
Miller
Buford.
traded by the deadline, and Zoom takes over.
That could be something that is a possibility.
See, I said that earlier about trading away Miller, and they were like, "Oh, we want to get rid of him. Why not?" I mean, you'll get some value for him. You could.
I mean, but at that point, you're trading away Miller because you know Zoom can play the position.
Yeah.
You were talking about doing it now. We don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Now this is the time to take a chance on some of these younger guys that could be the future
You're
replacement.
going to take a chance with your left tackle?
Yeah.
Would you rather do
Hey,
a
who
Mendoza?
is this guy?
Hold on,
Hey, did somebody take Jeff?
Hold on. Would you rather take a chance of putting him out there with Kirk Cousins back there or Mendoza?
I don't want
Mendoza's going to come in anyway.
Hurt, right?
No, AOC will be in.
And that'll be even worse. The window blow
What?
that motherfucker over with an air cast. Yeah.
This season's a wash anyway. It doesn't even matter how many games we win this year. Who gives a shit? This is trial and error year.
Yeah.
This is the time to evaluate your roster. And
I'm
see
sorry.
what
I
you
will
really got.
never buy into this season don't matter shit. Then why are we here? Why are we watching? Why are we talking about it? Season don't
You
matter.
gotta start somewhere,
I'll see
and
you
we're
next year
starting-
in 2027. That's when I'll see you.
How do you build a house? Do you start at the roof or do you start with the foundation? When you build a house, do you build the roof first or do you?
So
put
if
the
I have a
foundation?
sturdy foundation, right?
You're not listening to me.
No, yeah, but I'm telling you.
Answer my question.
We're
Do you
starting with the
start
foundation.
roof or do you start with the
I'm
foundation.
starting with the foundation, but if I already
Thank
have
you.
a stern, steady piece of my foundation, do I remove that one just to place one that I'm hoping will do the same thing for me? Or would I leave the one that's already been proven and I know is going to work for me?
What's the difference?
What do you mean, what's the difference? One already works for you. The other one you're putting in, you're hoping it works.
Difference.
Right? That just makes no sense, man. You start with the blueprints. Right?
That's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Like, hey, this one's been working for us. Let's just take this one out to see how this one's going to be.
Well, who's been working for?
Miller.
Really?
I get it. I'm not saying he's the top left guard, but left tackle, but he's our left tackle on that line.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
Yeah.
You know, how long?
Right.
How many games did he miss last season?
How many players play all 17 games?
And what did we put in for him? A guy that we
Right.
just picked up off the streets that was passing out newspapers comes in and takes over at left tackle.
And now how nice it is to have Miller, and if he does get hurt, you have somebody behind them who's more.
So you're going to tell
learning
me
that
you
position.
think that you think that anybody else on our roster is worse than Forsyth?
Worse than Forsyth?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Do I think who are those other guys you named? Are they better than Forsyth? A lot of the depth pieces you named on the O line after Mofsey. Who are those
He
guys?
said it would be one of those guys.
Who says it won't? We're playing the what ifs in Fantasyland, right? Oh, now we're not in Fantasyland no more, y'all.
You gotta do something. You gotta move pieces of the puzzle around.
No,
That's what
but you don't have to fucking get a new puzzle when you have. I get the future. I understand that. I'm all for Grant being the future. I'm all for Zoom being the future. I am. You're gonna move on from Miller eventually. I get
You
that.
have to.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
but why
sign
are
up to
you?
another
But
contract.
why are you gonna do that now? Because according to you, this shit don't matter.
Of course you got to do it now. You have to be ready for the future. You have to be ready for next year. Because listen,
You're
got to
thinking
be
next year. This year.
Do you understand that next year is the important
Do you
year
not
more
understand
than
that
this
there's
year?
players playing this year where this year matters to them and their
Correct.
future? So then why are we talking about we got to play for next year?
You got to be prepared for next year, and it starts this season.
And
You have
that's
to,
what they're doing by having Zune and them behind him.
correct.
keeping
And that's
Miller.
why I'm saying you need to give him enough chances in preseason, play him at different positions,
And that's
see what
fine.
works out for the best. And
That's
I would
cool.
love to see him get some play time at left tackle.
That would be nice, but you don't have to trade away Colton Miller just to see what you have.
I didn't say just to see what you have.
You just
If the
said
offer
trade him
comes in
away
and
and
Colton
throw
Miller's part
that
of
guy
it,
in
see
there.
you later.
Yeah. You just said that though. Trade him away so we can see what we have in these guys.
Whatever.
You did. That was the whole reason why we started
He said
arguing about
whatever.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were like, you guys were mad that we wanted to trade Colton. We're like, hell yeah, we were. Yeah.
Me and Nate are
Why are we
just
gonna
like,
keep jonesing? We got Washington, right? Let's get what we can for
Oh, I'm fine
Jensen,
with doing that one too.
right? Why keep Bowers? Right? We'll just draft the tight end later. Let's get what we can for Bowers because this year
Yeah.
don't matter. Like, no, man. What the fuck you mean this year don't matter?
It doesn't.
It does. It does,
That's
but it doesn't.
fucking
Okay,
wild, bro.
it matters for development is the whole point I'm trying to make. It's not like we're going out there with the intent to win a Super Bowl this year.
You
Yes, I
better
know
go
that's
out there with the
ultimately that's
intent to
what-
win the Super
Oh
Bowl.
my God. You guys just don't let anybody. This is like talking to somebody in my house. I can't get 10 seconds of saying that without somebody interrupting. It's all about development.
again.
Is what it is.
Right.
Wins and losses will come in time. It's just not going to happen this year. It's development. That's what this is all about. Like I said, you're starting from the basement. You're starting from the foundation and building up. You got to have a steady foundation, and it starts with the front line. If you got to move guys around and try them in different positions during preseason and training camp and everything, whatever fits best. And if it means that someone gets excessive time at the number ones at left tackle, then fucking go for it. Because again, comes the end of next season, we're not re-signing Colton Miller. There's no, I cannot see us bringing him back for another.
And
2
if they
years.
do,
If they do, I'll be shocked.
Oh.
But that means that they also don't think they've got somebody on this roster that can fill in his spot. And that's why I'm saying you need to try them all out that you want to try for the left side. And I think
and that's
Zoom
fine in the
could possibly
preseason.
be that guy.
I just don't think you trade. I agree with you. And all
I'm not
that,
saying
Jeff.
just to trade him to trade him. That's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. If you get an offer for him, like say it's part of the Vita Vea trade. Say that is one of the things they're looking for. You're going to hold off on that trade because it's him?
Good
Jeff's
question.
Wait. Say it. Ask it again. Hold on, I didn't hear it.
Would you trade if Vita Vea is on the table and they ask for Colton Miller for Vita Vea? Would you do
Straight
it?
up? No.
Why not, Nate?
No, we would still.
Positional value. The left tackle has more positional value than the defensive tackle.
But for a guy that's been injury prone too,
But when he hasn't been injury prone, he's been
true. And trust me, I'm
offensive lineman
one of the
past 10
bigger
years.
Miller guys out there. I love Colton Miller. I don't want to see him go either. But if it means to help build for the future of this team going forward, so we really have something going forward beyond
Vita
Colton,
Vea doesn't do that for the future.
No, I understand that.
I'm still talking about the question.
It gives you the opportunity to see what you got on the offensive line with the rest of these guys who could possibly take over that spot. You need to find that replacement regardless, whether it's this year or next year. We have to get somebody.
Yeah.
Are you confident with anybody on this roster right now that could step in and take that spot, no questions asked? That's
Then
why you got to try
Then
these
why
guys.
trade? But then why trade him before that?
I didn't say just to trade him, but if he's part of that offer, then you do it. That's what I'm getting at.
No.
But
I get what
Trade him
Nate's
just
saying,
to
though.
trade him.
No. But what Nate's saying, though, if we don't have anybody on the roster right now that you have confidence in to take over Colton Miller's spot, then why trade him now?
Yeah, even if the trade for Colton Miller is hypothetically for Vita Vea and you feel like that's a better trade, even though I don't think that, I still wouldn't do that because, like Will is saying, there's nobody behind Colton Miller at this point that I have confidence in taking over that spot and still feeling good with the season in the entirety going forward.
Well, right now it's Grant. Grant's the backup to him right now. So
Grant to me is more of a right tackle than a left.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But
So
he
we
is
still
on the depth
nonetheless
chart
have to
behind Miller.
find the opposite. So hypothetically, if Grant is the left tackle, we still have an opening at right tackle. Then we're still going to need another tackle. Either way.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I don't think we don't have to trade him this year. Like next year, there might be that possibility if you see what Trey Zune can do. If you see something that you like, then why not trade him next year?
It'd be fine, but not this year.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine.
I
guess I'm just seeing things differently when it comes to this. I'm just worried about what we're going to do on the left side after Miller. That's what
I
scares
agree.
We don't disagree.
Everybody's worried about who's going to play right tackle. Right, I could give two shits on the right side. That's not you. That you need to worry about the left side. I want to know what we got that can come in, because we got to face this. Cole Miller could easily go right down early in the season, and then who do we put in there? Now we're playing who's out there. We're going to get stuck with another Forsyth off the free agency list, or we're just going to roll the dice and play somebody that we think's on this roster that can hold down that left side just like Miller could. The only way you're going to know that is getting these guys in preseason, unlike they didn't get the chance last year.
Oh, that's going to happen in preseason, though. I don't expect Miller to play at all that much.
We need to
I don't
find
think so either.
definite number two
No
behind
one's
him.
saying don't do that.
Yeah, we're just saying the trade part.
We're just saying the trade part, and then just throw in who you have in there. Like, what the fuck? Like, that made no sense.
But that's just it. It forces you to find that guy. That's what I'm getting at.
I think this regime is doing that anyway with the players they brought in.
Yeah.
With the people they drafted. They're already thinking ahead. We're just not used to it as fans. Yeah.
Hey, if it works out where Zune is phenomenal in preseason and wherever they've got him slated to play, I wouldn't be surprised if, say it is the left side. Say it is the left tackle. Say he just blows everybody away in preseason. Now Miller can be expendable.
I can see Zune being a very good left guard, and I think that's where exactly he's going to take.
More with him at guard than at tackle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially in the NFL, right? Bigger hits, bigger players, grown men. That applies to offense.
Zune, Linderbaum, JPJ right there in the middle would be awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the potential of that, obviously, we don't know what exactly it's going to look like, but then again, like Jeff is saying, then our tackle spots would be up for discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides.
I just want to prevent going into the season what we had happen last year. That's my biggest worry.
But I think they did that already, though.
How?
But by having a player like Zune, having a player like Grant, right? You don't have to go out there and get a fucking Forsyth if Miller goes down, right? Because then you have these younger guys that you've been working with in the preseason, in the off season, to get them ready for that. Last year, we were fucking left with nothing. They didn't plan for any of that last year.
Yeah, I agree with not a bot right here.
Yeah. And then even last year when the chance was there to play the young guys, they decided against it. They went out and they went to go get these fucking guys that were part of your team that you played with before. Fuck you, Pete Carroll. Right? Like, right? Yeah.
See, and this is where this is one of the bigger reasons why I wanted to trade back from that number one. I would have rather gone for the top left tackle that was in this draft if we could have moved out of that number one spot instead of taking the quarterback.
Who was the top left tackle in this draft?
It was that kid from Miami, right? Didn't he go first?
Benito?
No.
Boyzanitas or whatever it is?
No. The Maui Goa was the guy you're talking about, Leo.
Yeah.
But he was a guard, I'm pretty
okay.
sure. I think.
Yeah, I can't remember who the first tackle was.
I don't think do we want to cut it short? Because I get a we didn't even get through it.
The market is
Spencer Fano from Utah was the first
Spencer Fano.
Yeah.
9th overall.
And wasn't he a right tackle, or is Fano a left tackle, or weren't they the pair? Was he the right side or the left side?
Great question.
Yeah.
I want to say he was right.
I think he's he's a right tackle.
Bro, why can't I? Oh, right here. Right tackle. He was primarily a right tackle.
So I mean, like, he wasn't even a left tackle.
No, I don't think there was a big left tackle this draft like there was other one.
I don't think so.
I think the last big left tackle was homeboy out of Notre Dame, right? Joe Alt.
Joel.
Yep,
Oh,
Joel.
Yeah.
Alt.
Well, yeah, with the Chargers.
With the Chargers, yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
I guess we'll just skip forward to this. I mean, we've already been on for 2.5 hours here. Who's going to the open practice on August 11th?
Cheeto.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not going to practice?
Not the 11th.
Oh, wait. LV? Look at
I
this
live here.
guy. Let's
Yes, he
go.
lives there. Oh.
Hey, it doesn't mean that he doesn't work.
I already told them that I'm not available that day.
Hey, did you start working already?
I'm gonna start next week.
Oh, okay.
Nice, bro.
It says Marigo was
Yeah, what's my goal?
tackle as well.
Was the top
But
left
he was
tackle.
10.
Moaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Monroe Freeling from Georgia and Spencer Fano. Yeah.
Freeling went 19. Blake Miller went 17. Caden Proctor went 12.
Yeah, there weren't that many. There wasn't like big left tackle.
There
names in
wasn't,
this
there wasn't
draft.
like a number one for sure thing.
Yeah. Not this year. No.
I guess we can close before we got to still bring up the ban and the what do you call it?
Vanna?
The events.
The Vanna.
The events. Each of you, give me one player in camp that you think is going to break out. Start with Nate.
Leo's gonna love this one.
Betch.
Jack Besh.
Oh Lord. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
I still got faith in my boy, Jack Besh. And when he does, I'm buying a jersey off Leo.
Oh shit,
Yes, sir.
bro!
You're going to purposely buy it from Leo so he has
Don't
to
do
handle
this
it.
to
Yeah,
yourself,
exactly.
Nate. Nate, don't do this to yourself, bro.
What do you mean?
He's
No.
saying that it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
No?
that's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, pretty
Leo,
much.
what's yours?
Uh,
James, I can hear you.
Who's my breakout player? James.
Who's James?
Yeah, I can hear what you're doing. He does.
Oh,
Flipping your nails, nasty.
no, I had a hangnail. I was getting it because it was bothering me.
All I can hear was the click on. That's all I thought
What's
of.
his
Was,
name? Who would be my breakout? Max Crosby. No. He got the dog in him. Let me see. I would say I was thinking Big Mike. I think Big Mike is just I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm gonna say Benson. Yeah, I would say Benson. Yeah. I would say Benson based on what happens with these wide receivers. I could see Benson in a Kubiak system being utilized to him. And I think for me, I say breakout because it's not something you expect from someone. Like we signed Naylor as a free agent. I expect you to produce. Right? JPJ, you're going on year 3. I expect you to produce. So when I say breakout, I want to see someone that as a 6th round wide receiver taken. I would see you breaking out in this training camp and preseason in the Kubiak system. Yeah.
Well,
Bro, I'm going to go on the offensive line, and I'm going to go with the rookie. I'm going to say Trey Zune is going to break out, and he's going to take the starting position at left guard by game 1 of the season.
Oh, I like that.
I would hope so. I don't want to see Burford out there.
I know, same. Maybe Meredith.
I'd rather see Meredith than Burford out there.
Like I said, man, I think Trey Zune's going to take that spot, though.
What about you, Jeff?
I'm gonna go with Kuntz. I think Kuntz.
That's the other person I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I think he's 2 years past that.
Man.
You know.
If Malcolm can get that confidence,
If he can,
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. G-Fam says breakout is Stukes at safety. He's going to ball out instead of.
I expect that though.
He better though. He's a 2nd round pick. We
Yeah.
have high expectations
Right.
for 2nd round picks around here. Unless your name is
Funny
Jack
Chuck
Beck.
says
We gotta
Chen.
pass.
And then G-Fam says, I think Tucker goes over 1,000 yards.
Wow. Tucker.
Well, someone's got to catch the ball.
Brock
Jay
Bowers.
Fish.
Brock
Yeah.
Bowers.
Brock Bowers going to have like a 2,000-yard season.
Brock Bowers.
Let me ask you guys this, man. But hey, is it a make it or break it year for JPJ this year, in your guys' opinion?
I feel that way. I really do.
I think
it's
time
more
is
of-
running out for sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't say. I think the one that's make it or break it are like Trey Tucker and Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Because they're still 1 year behind JPJ as far as experience in the league and that contract coming up.
Yeah.
So for Big Mike and Trey Tucker, players from that draft, yeah. I think JPJ still, yeah.
I honestly, you know, I agree with you on the Michael Mayer thing too, because I think if he doesn't have a bigger impact this year, where it's noticeable that he's really contributing, I think he's definitely. I don't see him getting an extension. I just don't.
Yeah.
It sucks. You know? I mean, I know how much everybody likes him and everything, but
No, you have people arguing with here that the only position he should be playing is center.
Oh yeah.
yeah, with JPJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's the Remington Award winner.
I mean, he did great that year. He came in, filled in, but I just think he's a better guard than he is a center.
Yeah, you heard Will. He's a meathead, so he can't. He doesn't have it
So,
upstairs.
Yeah, bro. Damn, bro. Said
Shout
he's a
out,
mauler.
Steve.
Now he's a meathead that doesn't think.
You said he's not a thinker. That's what you said.
yeah,
Sure, he's a
You did.
mauler. Yeah,
you
I
called
did
him a
say
simpleton, basically.
Right? He basically called him a meathead.
Yeah.
Right?
So MC Raiders says Raiders making a playoffs. I don't give a fuck. And F all Cowboys fans.
fans.
He came in to say that and he left. I'm done.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to MC, man.
There's Bueno popping in right at the end of the show. Good job, Bueno.
What up, Bueno?
Congrats on
What
a
up,
16
Bueno?
months as a member. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, the cheerleaders are getting
Cheerleaders.
Here comes another one with the cheerleaders. Who was the last one? Chris?
Chris, yeah.
Yeah, but Chris gives those creepy unk vibes when he talks about the cheerleaders. I don't get that from Travis. Yeah.
So all I have now is we just talked the banners. So we'll bring this up again. Anybody that missed it earlier, Josh from Rated Dad was on with us for the home opener on Saturday, September 12th from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. They have the bowling tournament fundraiser. There will be Raider alumni there. They've already confirmed 2 guys. One of them was Teo Johnson, right? Is that what he said?
Yep. Yep.
Um,
he said Teo
I
Johnson.
forgot who the other one was already. I can't remember who he said. I didn't write it down.
Oh, he
but
said that they were going to announce them.
Yeah, but no, he named 2. So it's $35 for adults, $20 for kids. It includes 2 games and shoe rental. This is a fundraiser for Rated Dad itself. If you don't know what Rated Dad is, if you go to vegasraiderdad.org, it explains exactly what it is. Basically, he gets tickets to preseason games, training camp when they have the open practices, and actual NFL games during the season, Raider games during the season, to bring kids to their first experience going to an NFL Raider game. Also, first 50 to register by August 17th get a gift bag and T-shirt while supplies last. So if you sign up ahead of time, you get that little gifty bag. Let's see. And yeah, Lincoln Kennedy was there last year. I believe he's already committed to the poker tournament that TMBC's having, so I don't know if he'll make it there. Depends on how long the poker tournament goes, because the Rated Dad thing doesn't start till 4 o'clock.
4,
So
yeah.
if he's playing in the poker tournament and he's still in it, he probably won't make it there. But we have, what, Leo? You're muted.
You're muted.
I said he went after the tournament last year.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he was there with Joe Morley. Yeah.
okay, good then. All right. So hopefully that works out that he makes it there.
Yeah.
We got 2 other banners we want to bring. 2 other promos we want to bring up. This one here is first preseason watch party. The Raiders versus the Cardinals Thursday, August 13th, 5 p.m. at Shenanigans. This is the Sacramento TBH chapter. I'm trying to be what it says. They get ready for gives us a great food, cold drinks, and awesome game day atmosphere. So 5 o'clock kickoff, August 13th at
The
5
famous Sacktown shenanigan parties, y'all. Apparently, if you haven't been to a watch party at Shenanigans, you ain't been to one yet. So, yes.
p.m. And the other one we have here also is a car and bike show. It's not really a TBH thing, is what Steven said to me. It is more of like a community event, but they are going to be assisting them with this. So it's part of the SAC Blackout podcast that the TBH Sacramento guys do, Israel and Steven. So they'll be selling merchandise, memberships, and
Agua frescas.
Aguas frescas.
so Saturday,
Spa
August 1st, 8 a.m.
Spa
to
waters.
Wait, I wanted
water.
to hear Jeff try to say it.
He tried. I wasn't going to make him do it, bro. Leave him
No, I'm
alone.
not going to murder it. That's not fair.
Agua
Portion of the money will be
fresca.
going to the Mesa Verde High School girls basketball team. Steven's daughter does play on that team.
That's
It did
nice.
say to me. So this is a fundraiser for the girls basketball team. So if you're in the area Saturday, August 1st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., go show up. You know, obviously there's going to be a hell of a car show, bikes, the whole 9 yards. And check out the Black Hole Chapter Sacramento way there and look for Steven and Israel. I'm sure they're all going to be there. So,
Carmen.
Carmen, yep.
Yep. Elon. Yep.
Hey, Elon.
I will be putting these up on my Instagram later. So if anybody that follows me on Instagram, I'll share them with everybody else. Make sure if you guys are in that area, go check it out, man. Support the local high school girls basketball team. That's awesome. Shout out to
Yes.
Predator, another gifted membership on my channel. I appreciate you, brother.
Hey.
I can gift them like crazy tonight. This is awesome.
So I know we're almost done, but I just came up on this article by Bleacher Report, right?
Go for it.
Reports Mo Moulton projects every NFL team's biggest bust, and he has picked Jack Besh as the Raiders' biggest
I
bust.
seen that. I seen that.
Wow. Yeah, don't get your hopes up for a Jack Besh breakout year. Yeah.
I'm getting my Jack Besh jersey ready. I'm typing it into Leo's freaking DMs right now.
Wow. Hey, that's from Mo, right? And Q co-signed it? The Q co-signed it? Damn.
Big Luck, when did you send it to me? Because I'm in my Instagram. I don't see it. If I have,
Maybe on your Facebook?
He said IG.
Because you're a Facebooker, so. Yeah.
Hey, whoa.
You have the Love Lock one too in the group.
Yep.
Did Will just put that one in?
Nope.
No, I put it in earlier.
Oh, I didn't see that. When did you put that one in? In the group chat. Never mind. I'm looking down below.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one up then. Give me a second here, folks.
This is my flag. Damn. 10 flags for $60? How fuck's with that? Facebook for old people like me. Sal, how old are you, Sal? Yeah. I didn't think Sal was an unk. Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck?
What happened?
He doesn't know where it's at.
Oh shit, he is unk.
No, it didn't save. What the hell?
Did you know that, Nathan?
Oh,
Sal, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Sal was an unk. Oh shit. I'm MySpace old. Damn, Kubiak said Besh needs to learn how to play special teams. So that kind of tells you what Coach K feels about him. Ooh. Bulletin stuff, Nate, your boy. That's some bulletin.
Bulletin.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny Shedd, huh? All right, here it is.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. TBH Lovelock, K Shade, Dark Mall.
So Sunday, September 20th. Chargers Raiders.
Raiders.
This is really dark. It's kind of tough to read. The FAFO Clubhouse.
Fuck around and find out. FAFO.
I know what it means. I just said FAFO. I know what that means. Trust me. Meet and greet with former Oakland Raider Kenny Shedd. So 1:05 p.m. kickoff Sunday, September 20th in Lovelock, Nevada. So go hang with the official Lovelock, Nevada chapter and join up. If you're not a member, go for it. Or just go hang and watch the game.
Meet and greet with Kenny Shedd, potluck, bring your own beer, raffles, bring your Raider pride. Yeah, Darth Maul is going to be one of the super fans there.
I got a big luck.
And then Lizette also.
Lizette,
It's
yeah.
going to be on there. Yeah. I don't know how to say Lizette's super fan name. That's why I don't even say it. Yeah. But
Etzel. Raiderette Etzel.
Raiderette Etzel. There you go. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, here's the one that Big Luck wanted to San Antonio, Texas, back to school backpack drive.
The Rollers.
LV Rollers Booster Club, the San Antonio chapter,
And
Alamo
City.
Club. So the date is August 2nd, 10:30 a.m. at MacArthur Park
Ooh, I
Pavilion.
heard their MacArthur Park is different than ours. Fuck.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
What?
They're talking about MacArthur Park, bro.
Oh, in LA?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
my area.
I know that's not a good area.
I'm gonna take Jeff there to get a raspado.
Well, you
There you
should, bro. Well, just make sure you avoid all the needles.
Yeah, literally.
Go get him a ground beef taco.
They're looking for supplies for students, backpacks, notebooks, pens, pencils, you name it. So drop by on August 2nd, 10:30 a.m. MacArthur Park Pavilion number 4, 1116 Northeastern State 410 Loop, San Antonio, Texas.
You know it's a Texas thing when it's like 410 Loop Interstate. That's the fucking street.
So,
Like you in Texas when you see shit like that, bro.
what,
We
410
selling
Loop?
handbags too, Cheeto. Oh
Yeah.
shit. Y'all got Canal Street out there? Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Send me some pics, Big Luck. Send me some pics, dog.
I'm in it for a Dior bag. I've been looking for a Dior
Right?
bag, so let me see.
I'm trying to get that Gucci gym bag, dog. So let me know.
Shit.
No, y'all don't realize me and Nate fancy. Me and Nate bougie like that. We ain't afraid to admit it.
Oh, for real though.
We are not afraid to admit it, man. Mm-hmm.
Clear all this out of here. All right. So, anybody got any final thoughts? Well, actually, what do you got coming up this week?
Man, I'll just have the Silver and Black Radio podcast on Thursday. I'll have that Thursday night live, and then next Monday I'll be on Raiders Unfiltered 3.0, baby.
3.0. Why you guys call it 3.0?
Because there's 3 of us.
Wow.
Oh, it's what, you, Jay, and Primo?
Yeah.
Genius.
Genius.
Yo, what do you got coming up?
Chanel and Louis. Ooh. Friday is my big event, our backpack drive. Friday in the city of Fontana. We will be handing out and doing our back to school drive. So it's myself, Raider Misfits, TNBC LA, a bunch of other people in the community. So so shout out to those of you that participated, that donated, that joined. Like we asked Josh, how do you get people to come out for the good things and not just the parties? So yeah, definitely shout out to those of you that come out and support it, and just can't wait to give back, man. It's gonna be a good event. These kids are gonna come pick up their backpacks. We're gonna get haircuts. Me and Sugar Free were joking about us getting a haircut that day too. So fuck, it's gonna be free, but I'm picky when it comes to that. I can't do that. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun out there on Friday. Mm-hmm.
Cheeto, I thought I just saw you like doing something this weekend as well. Like you were doing some like community stuff.
Yeah, we were doing. We popped up at the park to collect supplies from the backpack.
Oh.
What about? Don't you have a show tomorrow night?
Yeah, I got it more than likely. I got to see what's up with Chon on Raquel.
Yeah. Nate, what you got going on this week?
Yeah, we just got the show on Thursday. Raiders Coast to Coast. Me and Jeff will be back on Thursday.
I hope you guys can lock down our starting lineup by then. 2 days in practice should give you a good indication.
I know, for real.
Damn, fucking Cheeto.
I'm looking forward to that on Thursday.
I can't wait to see your 53-man roster after 2 days of practice.
Oh, don't
Oh
be a
no,
dick.
you've seen it
Give 'em
before.
Give them a week for that at least.
The 53 man, we did it 2 months ago, guys. Come
You
on.
guys did the- you guys did the
missed that one,
53
or
right
what?
after the draft, bro. Go ahead,
Jeff
Matt. Go
doesn't
ahead.
think
My
it's
bad, my
funny.
bad, my bad. Go ahead. I know. Nathan thought it was funny. Goddamn.
You guys try to come up with ideas for podcasts, okay?
I fucking
Fuck.
hate you guys, you fuckers. You know, but bro, he's gonna kill us.
What is this?
What is that?
Leo
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. You got to.
I'm dead.
You should be able to identify it.
We're gonna get a copyright fucking issue on this song.
Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
doing
just
the show with
Thursday.
you, Leo, it just creates so much.
Emotional damage.
Why? It was a legit question. You have 2 days to think about
And I've done time in rehab. I most certainly have,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
Muppets on drugs.
Oh shit, man.
It's the closest thing to not being in jail if you've never been in jail. It's the fucking you're in lockdown in there. Fuck that. It was horrible.
Rehab?
Yeah, Nate and I will be on Thursday night. Raiders
That's right.
Coast to Coast. I made a deal with him. I set up tonight's show. He's going to do Thursday night, and he gets to do next Tuesday night on this show. So have fun.
Truth.
You guys have a
uh-huh.
game on Thursday?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched last week, but I'm gonna do a little bit more of a blind rank, but I'm also gonna do another game. But obviously, I'm not gonna tell Jeff about it.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I like being I like the surprise pod. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gives me less of a chance to prep for it. Friday night, I'll be back on Friday night with No Huddle, covering NFL news for all 32 teams. So again, if you guys have friends that are fans of the other 31 teams in the league, have them come to my channel and check out my Friday night show where I cover all NFL news. Saturday night, Raider Nation Voices is coming back with Jason Downs and myself.
Oh,
we will
let's
be back
go.
Saturday night taking live phone calls and talking Raiders. We'll have a full week of training camp open. We haven't been on in a couple of months. We're going to be on for maybe a week or two. Then we have to take a break again because his daughter's getting married. And then we're both going to be in Vegas for week 1. So
Nice.
we're getting close, man. We're down to 42 days away before 42 days from now, I'll be in Vegas. So we're getting closer. It's funny because when I got my airline tickets, when we did it the first time, look what it says at the very top.
Wait, what is that?
104 days. That's when I first got my tickets for the air.
You printed it out?
Don't print it out.
Cheeto, he's like, you printed it
But
out,
she surprised me with it.
bro.
That was
He's
the-
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So she printed it out and came and put it down on my desk. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, what the fuck's that?
Oh.
And then I'm like, oh shit. So flight to Vegas. When she made the plans, it was 104 days to go. We're down to 42 now.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
like, dude. That's 2+ months already going by. How fast that's going. That's insane.
Big Lick still got to get his ticket home.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah, and if
man.
anybody hasn't seen yet, go to my channel and watch the short I put up. I think it was yesterday. Sitting in my chair in my garage, and all of a sudden I hear music behind me like a kid's toy. I'm like, what the fuck? One of my grandkids' toys just started activating out of nowhere.
Well, don't you
And I
live in
looked at
Salem?
it, and it wasn't. It was in the on position, but it was off before because it had to be off before. But the way to turn it on, it would take some force to turn on. So I don't know how that never went off before. I don't know. It was just freaky. It scared the shit out of me at first.
But you live in like all that bullshit, right?
You know that movie, The Conjuring?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that house is not too far from my house.
Yeah,
It's a couple towns over.
Yeah, see? Nathan, would you live that close to a house like that, Nathan?
Depends how much it is.
I'd be like, I hear that music. No. Out.
And keep an eye out on my channel because we don't have what are we doing with the connection? So you're going to be doing Wednesday nights, right? With the Pearl podcast. Anybody that caught that little impromptu pop-up show I jumped on Sunday night with the Bronco fan and the Charger fan, that was a fun 2.5 hours. The chat was really into it. That could possibly become a thing.
Isn't that like the Wild Wild West show?
Yeah,
Basically.
but this is more. See, the Wild Wild West show is kind of boring.
Oh shit!
I mean,
And
we
he
just
said, I'm a dick. Straight said.
we spent. Ask it.
Oh my
Some of the
God.
guys in the chat right now were in there Sunday night.
Oh,
We spent 2.5 hours just kind of ripping on each other, like telling him how he's like one of like 3 Charger fans in the world, just poking fun at each other. They were more positive about the Raiders than I was.
The majority of the world is more positive about the Raiders.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to keep it real. I'm not getting my expectations up. I got a bad heart, man. I don't want to go into shock, So, but yeah, so that may become something in the next few weeks. We'll see.
Damn, I'm now. I want to see how that's going to turn out because I can hear people saying that you're copying
Copying who?
the Wild Wild West show.
Yeah, but this is more fun. This is
No,
more,
I get it. I'm
You know what I
bro,
mean?
I want you to do it. I'm happy for you. Yeah.
It's a different vibe than that show.
I'm just about the tea when it comes to that part, right, Nate? Is that the word we
Yeah,
use?
the team.
Yeah.
Cheeto's always
Yeah.
in the tea, bro.
It looks like the only problem we might have that the other show does have, trying to find a Chiefs fan.
Oh, I know some.
Do you?
Yeah. I'll ask my brother if any of them want to do something like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be ripping on each other. It's so I get
My brother would be perfect for it, but he doesn't like to do stuff like this. But my brother,
I figured.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to be hopefully setting something.
You guys
up.
can't fan a Chiefs fan. Yeah. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Any final thoughts from you guys? You guys got anything?
Well, that Chris dude killed his daughter and put them in an oil tank. That's correct.
What?
Amityville Horror.
Oh, that's in New York.
Yeah. No, man, that was a good show. Good
Yeah.
talk. What a way to start the season off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
Tune in
And,
next week.
shout out
We'll
to-
have
Shout out to Josh again from Rated Dad for coming on and spending he spent a little bit longer than I thought he was gonna. Spending time with us and getting the message out there about what he's got going on for the home opener, and just spreading the word about the Rated Dad organization. So, any questions on his organization? Right there on the link is it's in my description. It should be in their descriptions also for their shows for tonight on YouTube. So it's VegasRaiderDad.org. And the email is vegasraiderdad@gmail.com. So if you have anything, if you want to support them, any ideas for promotions for them, whatever, don't be afraid to email them. Go to their website, get the full story on what they have and what they do. And if you know anybody that's got kids that lives in the Vegas area, reach out to them. Bring your family's kids there. For the
Hey, that's what I wanted to ask you. I totally forgot. Have you heard from Raider lately? How they're doing?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay.
They were driving up to Washington to visit family.
Okay.
And since Raiders had the stent taken out, not the stent, the feeding tube taken out, he's been having seizures on a more consistent basis.
Ooh.
So he's been suffering from seizures for quite a while now. So they had to actually they had to pull over at one point because he was having a really bad seizure on the drive,
Oh
and had
man,
to airlift him and the mom to a hospital up that way. They were heading up to Washington State,
that's crazy.
and he spent some time in the hospital up there. They're trying to possibly put the feeding tube back in.
Mhm.
It's because the meds he's on, he can't take them. The only way he was able to take them prior to was through the feeding tube, through the port.
Damn.
So I don't know exactly what's happened in the last few days. I haven't talked to him in a couple of days. He was in the chat tonight,
Yeah.
but he had an issue with his phone, so that's why I haven't heard from him.
Oh, okay.
Once I know more, I'll let everybody know. But the GoFundMe is still there.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I can. The link
Because I know
is.
there were some people trying to be all about it, and they seem to have disappeared. But I know you were always about just helping them, so I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I've been.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've been involved with him since. I mean, you guys were there that night
Yeah.
when it first happened. I'll put the link in the chat here too. But that's the link for it. I need to update it because it doesn't talk about the seizure issues. So, because a lot of people are thinking like, oh, maybe he's fine by now. He's better with the heart situation, but now it's these other medical issues that are now starting to come up. So I need to update that site too.
Yeah.
But the other problem is their medical bills from all the heart procedures are still in the $3+ million. That's how much their bills are.
My gosh,
He's worked out a plan with them for $400 and something a month, roughly. You know, that's what he's paying for. He'll never pay that off in his lifetime.
Right.
That'll
No.
never happen.
Yeah.
So he will be paying that for however long they're all alive. You know, so that's money that, you know, they lose every month that they have to put towards because they have to pay that. You know,
That's
it just
crazy.
it sucks. It sucks. You know, so but that poor little kid. I feel bad for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talk to him all the time. So it's been 2 years.
I
that
figured.
been-
Has it been that long? 2 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I will. I'll probably get another update from him now that I got his. I know his number's working again, so I'll reach out to him and find out what's going on. So, but I got nothing else.
Damn. Not was that supposed to say Biennemy's wife is pretty as hell?
Did you see that?
I don't know, man.
Not
I'm
about-
like, that's kind of like weird, huh?
Yeah. I'm sure Jeff will bring up the Biennemi. He'll also
Eric
bring up
Bieniemy.
the Plexico news. He'll bring
Yeah.
up all that up on his Friday NFL show, y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right, Jeff?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. Wow.
All right, well, we're out of here, folks, and thank you everybody for being here. Thank you for the moderators for all our channels, and thank you for all the super chats and the gifted memberships. We appreciate you all because without you guys, we wouldn't have these shows. So we appreciate the support. And again, make sure you get over to all 4 channels, especially Nate.
Yes,
And
sir.
Where you guys at now?
Will's over 500. He's like 514.
Yeah, but he's doing the watch hours, right?
Yeah, I'm working on my watch hours, and Nate's at 258. So
There you
please make sure that you like LV Raider 10's page all the way at the end over there, man. We're trying to get our boy up to 500. So make sure you like that page, man.
You need a.
Well, you need to do what I did. Do like 9-hour live shows and shit, man. That just
9 hours.
Bro, the bro's young. He's got a life. He ain't about to do all that.
He's a 9-hour live show.
He lives in Vegas. He ain't about to do all that. Yeah.
No, not Nate. I'm talking Will. Because that's
No,
the
my
final
Lord.
step.
I know,
For
right?
watch hours. Or for
Yeah,
watch
you
hours.
need a 3.0 show, 4.0 show, 5.0 show.
No, bro.
Yeah, bro, you need all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We're out of here. See you on the next one. Stay safe and go Raiders.
Oh, there it is. Okay, now I found it.
Come on.